If I can go live. And we're live. Hey everyone, welcome back to Bardicdice. I've been told to talk like this all night. It's not gonna happen. How are you guys doing? Welcome to another Thursday evening with the friends and the rolls of D&Ds. We're back for episode 2 of Fates United. Super excited to see our awkward little players get to come out of their shell and meet each other some more, or explore the Centaurium, figure out what they're gonna do. Super exciting. So thank you guys, everyone that's joined. Waxy, Kale, hey, how you guys doing tonight? Yeah, so we're super excited to get started. A few announcements. Kind of winging it tonight for announcements because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm being up front, I'm a little under the weather tonight. So if I sound out of it, if I am out of it, if I go to break super quick, I apologize. But that's why. But super exciting, guys. We have our first emote thanks to our own Deely Spears. So it's super exciting. It's a, let me see if I can spam it out. A little cheers mug for the Bardicdice Taverns. That way we can like hurrah and cheers each other. And we do have other emotes coming, but they haven't been approved by Twitch yet. Oh man, the voice is happening. So I'm super excited to see them. Going. But there'll probably be a next week announcement. But If we get to our goal of 15 subs, not only will we have a Tasha's book giveaway for you guys, we'll also unlock another emote slot. So that's super exciting if we want to do that. So that's one announcement. Thank you so much, D. You did an amazing job. I can't wait to show off the other emotes we have. Another reminder just to follow us on all the socials, Bardicdice on everything, here on Twitch, YouTube as well. I've been attempting a few technical issues the past couple weeks of getting these episodes up, but one of them is loading right now. So at some point tonight, our first episode 0 will be up, and then I'm going to work on the second one. So if you guys ever want to go back and watch any, if you want to share them with your friends, it'd be mucho appreciato. Which would be really fun. So, and then if you guys want to follow me on Twitter as well, that's usually where I'll make most of my announcements for going live or streaming retro gaming. Other days, if I'm going to cancel it because I don't feel good, but the show must go on tonight. Instagram, where I get to show off different art, stuff like that. Which brings me to my last announcement here. Every week, I like to have some sort of featured content person, featured person that we want to support. Last week, we had Brahm, the Nat 1 artist, for our amazing logo. We have Leon Kane for the amazing Damage music you guys heard in the starting. But this week, I was able to reach out to Autumn Orange on Spotify, iTunes, and everything. He does the Critical Role lo-fi music that I was playing on Monday, and he's officially given us permission to use it. So please give him a follow. Amazing music, super excited. So yeah, and just a reminder, if any of you want to shout out your own content, your own art, craft work, anything like that, if you're a content creator, hit me up, DM me on any of my socials or bardicdice@gmail.com, and we'll get into it. But before we start, we'll go around and introduce all of our lovely players and what they are into. So Meikai, why don't you start us off again?
Hi, I'm Deely. Play Meikai, obviously, because the picture. Just doing art. If you guys want to follow on Instagram at Deely Spears, that'd be awesome. And I'm pretty sure my thing's below. So that's all. Doing stuff, animations and stuff, which I'm really proud of. But I also don't like talking about myself. So that's all.
So we're done now.
Done. Don't look at me.
I'm on camera, but look away.
Is it me?
Next? Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, hi. I'm Rachel /Pip. I stream with my husband Marky down there. And we both I stream my art on Mondays. And on Marky Gaming, I post my art on my Instagram and Twitter at Pip400Arts, and I also play in Mark's D&D game Beacon's Aura. So that's what I'm up to. That's it. The end.
Which definitely go check out Beacon's Aura because it's now live podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and other stuff.
It's so good.
So good.
Everybody else should watch it, and I watch it, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. Turn off this stream.
Yay!
Go to Spotify. Go watch Beacon's Aura right now. You won't regret it.
If you just search Beacon's Aura, I just typed it in the chat in Spotify or Apple, it'll be there. I think it's the only result. So
Yeah. Cool.
Here we go.
And with our new art, Kahurangi.
Yeah, I'm John. I'm Dee's husband, and you can definitely go visit her, see her art, her new animation she's working on. It's kind of cool. Really excited for her to keep working on that. It's super awesome. I've just been doing my normal engineering stuff at work, trying to solve problems, and who knows? Maybe in the future, I play Overwatch with some friends online do like amateur tournaments and stuff. If our tournament ever gets shown, I'll give everybody a heads up to come and support us, and maybe I'll even wear my jersey at some point.
Nice.
Tonight,
Exciting.
I'm here to play D&D because that's what I want to do, and it's fun.
Love it. Last but not least.
All right. Well, my name's Mark, and I am the husband of Rachel. Pretty great. That's my notable feature.
No,
But yeah, Marquee Gaming. If you guys want to come
Oh.
hang out with us those days, D&D we got going on there. We got games and Rachel's art. So we'd love to see you there and hang out. And yeah, if you're not hanging out here, why not hang out there?
Yay!
Perfect. Thank you guys. Yeah, definitely go check them out on Sundays. They are awesome. I'm clipping my mics. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But big thank you to Nelson Snow for the subscription. Welcome to the Bardic Tavern.
Ah!
Cheers for you, sir. Cheers. Thank you guys so much. So again, definitely give them a follow. And another shout out for Rachel, Pip 400 Art on Instagram. As you guys can see, we are promoting some new artwork tonight too for Meikai and Kahu. Everyone wanted to match, so you know we decided to do a little bit of a change on that. But both Dee and Rachel have some amazing art. Definitely go check them out. And if you guys again have your own art, shout it out. Hashtag DiceAntics, DM me, let me know. I want to retweet it. I want to shout it out. So, guys, I think we're ready to jump back into.
Let's do it.
Maybe I can do the Matt Mercer DiceAntics Fates United. Except I don't have an intro. Okay. Yeah.
That's the intro. Is John doing that?
Every time.
There
Guys,
we go.
I'll put that. I'll
I am
I'll animate
so
that.
sorry for the chaotic energy tonight. It's gonna be a night. So, as we enter back into the land of Organia, a quick recap: Organia was created and molded from the universe by the Ancient One, creating the light avatar in his own image, and from that refracted into the other 6 affinities. Avatars would roam the earth with the mortals, teaching them magics and artifacts, creating new kingdoms. But from that refraction rose a darkness, a corrupted magic that the affinities and the Ancient One attempted to keep at bay to protect the mortals and to keep peace. Finding themselves beyond the mortal veil, they all chose chosen ones, champions to take up their place to defend against darkness. And this has happened for generations now, recently leading to a great divide between humans and what we call the other primordial races, basically anything but human. We have followed our fun 4 characters, and going back into it, we zoom back into the Centaurium, a large landscape of pillars, castles, stonework, old runes and artwork kind of inlaid into the stone. And what's so amazing is that it doesn't really seem to be bricks built upon each other, but almost molded out of the earth itself. It seems to blend in with the landscape around it. And behind the Centaurium, we follow up onto our favorite cliffside, where an old man with a cane and long white hair, telling the story of the 4 champions to many kids who now have either been running around shooting fireballs into the air, or have eventually come to rest sitting upon this hill crest that now looks over the water behind, but looking down into the Centaurium. And the old man continues with his tale. Yes, as we find the 4 of our champions meeting for the first time, you could almost say that this is where their fates were united. None of you will get that, okay? You'll get it one day, don't worry. Yes. But looking forward, and his eyes seem to gaze down. The vines seem to have crept over the Centaurium now. And in one area, yes, the Garden of the 4. The original 4 champions that found here. Those were good times, but For every time the champions rise, the darkness comes to find them. And you hear like one of the girls whose hair is like floating as if she's underwater. No, not the darkness. Yeah, we'll get to it, don't worry. It's not all fun and joy for all of our chosen ones, but it's still early on in their story. So let us continue as we jump back in to a dining hall of incredible ornate marble work, stonework that goes across the floor, little dark pebbles that seem to be random with lighter sandish ones, but if you take the time to go upstairs to the banister around, you will look down and see a beautiful mosaic of the land of Organia, and where we find one table of a older, staunchy, with a little bit of a potbelly elf who seems to be super excitingly asking everyone how they're doing, and oh, the Inquisitor Lloyd, tell me about your journey. Of Bricarius, the one we know of, Annias's somewhat fated to be uncle, who is excitingly I don't know how else to explain it. Fatingly talking to some of the other ones excitingly. And we pan over to another table where an ogre who's with a chef's hat and the apron has just walked over and placed 4 plates down to a table with 4 awkward, quiet sitting players that we joined back in at the table. Ka, who had been attempting to make conversation with people, whether successfully or not, that is up to interpretation. But he puts down the plates to you and he goes,
I hope you like chicken. Liara was supposed to be back with the delivery of fish, but not sure where she's from. She always gets distracted in Rosewood, but I'll put together something for you.
And you look down and it's really ornately with like little decorations on it, and like the sauce has that like design on the on the plate. It's quite fancy for especially what an ogre would make for you. But he places it down to you and
Anyway,
and he starts walking back, kind of lumbering back to the area.
Appreciate it.
of course, not many people say, well, eat it first, let me know what you think.
And you see a little excitement come back to his face. But some of the children that are here assisting him, kind of like helping him in the kitchen. He's like, oh, don't touch that. And he's like starts running after him as one was starting to dip into a sauce that seems to be bubbling. And he goes,
Find out where Liara is. I need them fish before tonight.
As we throw it back to our awkward table.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start eating my seconds.
Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Uh-oh. It's a mimic.
Dirty 20.
It's good when you eat it when it's still raw.
No, it's actually quite delicious and amazing, and you can tell the subtle flavors of the local trout among the sprigs and the sauce of the nutmeg and berries. Yeah, it's amazing as you break down the different layers from the ogre. A lesser roll, you might not have been able to tell the subtle hints between the flavors.
I've got like a slightly confused look on my face as I'm like, haven't really had food like this before.
Mm-hmm.
I usually deal with army rations and fish grilled over a fire.
Right, yep.
And I'm just kind of like, try to encourage everyone else to try it.
And what does everyone else do?
I'm already drinking. I'll eat. I'm not a drunk, that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
But yeah, I'll dig into
And it's exquisite. It is a delight. Something you're not quite used to. And I'm sorry, I said trout earlier. I meant chicken. It's chicken because he doesn't have fish. But this isn't quite something you're very used to up in the mountains, as you guys are used to a little bit of a different flavor palette, but it's quite delicious nonetheless.
Pretty good. I'm gonna see if Anais and Zach are eating too.
Well, technically, isn't this the second plate of food? Because Kahu brought us over
true.
the first one.
I was like, more.
I'm trying to feel. I feel like Anais' stomach may have shrunk as she's full, so she probably is looking at it like she feels distressed because it's food that is going to waste. But she's not hungry, so she just kind of like pushes it. She like pushes it over like silently to Kahu and just looks at him.
I'll look up, give you like a quizzical look, like it's okay for me to eat this.
One nod.
Just gonna pull the plate over and start eating it as well.
I feel Meikai only gets like halfway through his second plate and then I'm done. I'll just focus on my drink at that point.
Are you gonna finish that? Grab it and I scrape that plate on.
Might have to do another
Alright.
constitution check here. We'll see.
Tieflings have poison in their teeth. I'm just kidding.
Yes, and Zach will just be sort of still picking at his first plate.
Okay. Yeah.
He arranges the queen's face on a plate.
As good as the first plate was, you should probably try the second plate too. It's quite delicious.
So I'll slide away the first plate with what's left on it and start eating some of the second plate.
Nice.
Yeah, and it is exquisite. It is delicious. Bricarius actually walks over at one point, seeing a few plates untouched. And he goes, "Are you done with that?"
I think the ogre forgot to feed us. I think he brought the food to the wrong table.
I'm like mostly done with one of the plates. I'm like,
I ate all of it.
are you sure?
Oh no! Hey, seconds. It's fine. We can wait. He said the delivery will be here soon, so I'm. I'll be fine. And he just like turns on the spot. Kind of
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I have anything left on my plate. There's probably something left on the plate. I'm gonna offer it to him.
Oh no, you don't have to. You really don't. Seriously, you can finish it. Thank you. I most appreciate it. And he doesn't even wait for you to.
Wait, have they not? Is he insinuating that they haven't gotten any food yet?
Yeah, the other
It's like
table
a
has.
buffet style.
Yeah, the other table hasn't eaten yet.
Oh. Well,
Strange they haven't eaten. I mean, it felt like they were just letting anybody go up and grab the food.
yeah.
You guys look up and seems to be
Rich
not
people.
many plates there to hand out. Thank you so much for the follow, Dead Man. Thank you for joining.
Do you think we should tell them that they can just go up and get the plates?
And you guys have already seen that Bricarius, though, going back to the table, the other three have gotten up to walk outside. As you guys remember, as I remembered, the airship has just been landing over the ceiling, and the shadow kind of overcomes as it's landing outside, as the Varus and the others seem to be getting up to go greet them. But Bricarius kind of like, well, okay, I guess I'm joining with you guys. And he sits down, kind of like scooting down between you guys.
I like grab the scraps of food and put them together and offer him the plate.
It's not that bad. Don't worry. Right. Pahuringi, right? What was the name?
You can call me Kahu for short. It's much easier.
Much easier. I like that. Thank you so much. Bry, if my name's too hard for you as well. Yeah. Professor Bry, actually. And he's like looking out towards everyone else, like, this should probably be, Professor Bry. Yeah. But, yeah.
It's good to meet you, Professor.
What
Pleasure
do
is
you
mine.
teach here, Professor Bray?
Well, I am in charge of the arcane studies. The the way the arcane interacts with the leylands and the artifacts here, most specifically, and he kind of looks over at Anais, kind of with a wink, the natural ones. As if you guys will know what he's talking about. Oh, and I
I'm just
assist
kinda
at the
looked at
archives
him.
too. Yeah, you know.
The natural ones.
Oh, of course. The affinities are not man-made. And he takes out of his pocket a few different rocks, and then off of his ring, a larger green one. And he places them down, and he starts to do a small incantation. And from these 3 rocks, they both, all 3 start glowing and spinning around his head. See? They a lot of different rocks, and connections to the affinities can be found in natural places as well. Sometimes not even needing your own innate abilities to be able to use them. I'm unfortunately not one blessed with some of the innate abilities, but I have taught myself to learn and be one with the artifacts that have been blessed to us. And he kind of points around to the room to the different yellow ones that are like almost looking like tubes in like metal holdings that are giving off almost like a torch light, light bulb light essentially. It's
So
I'll set a piece of food down. I'll be like, seems very similar to the spirits of my homeland.
could be.
is all your magic based on floating rocks?
I am particular to some of the crystals and mineral rocks of the land here. That's a little bit of my specialty. Well, it has become my specialty. I had a colleague that was the discoverer of a lot of these, but anyways, that is what I seem to be focused on. Yes, here, and kind of our ability to interact with them. But in Venali, they are eons beyond us, as that was another site of what we suspect to be of the avatars and the original affinities when they roamed the earth, being able to offer to us the teachings of the magics back in the day that are long forgotten, but we hope to uncover them.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Would I know even what he's doing with these rocks floating around his head? Like, have I seen that around before, or is this pretty new to me?
Give me an Arcana check.
And what's the place that he was talking about?
Venali. That is.
Oh, okay.
I'll go to the map here.
Right. I was looking at the map, but would we know where that is? Like, I guess more.
Probably.
on my
Everyone's,
end.
for
Okay.
the most part, aware of the different ones. And Venali would be up here in the top left. So it's next to Organia, but up closer to the
okay.
mountains. Venali is
Yeah.
known to be the hub and center of technology and the arcane studies and mages, and they have a lot of legends that go along with them. You know, mages who have broken time and space, and they can make things grow and you know, teleport and stuff like that. But unless any of you guys have actually been there, a lot of it's lore and legends, as they seem to kind of keep to themselves. Though you all do know, and just seeing it come overhead, the airships are originated from Venali. They are the ones that have created that technology to be able to make the airships fly.
Oh,
I got 17.
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen your father do this occasionally. Almost as like night lights for you guys. And in different times where he does studies, this is dancing lights. But by using the rocks.
Okay, cool. She's probably just looking at them like she likes them. Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting. I'm not. Well, my race doesn't really do a whole lot of magic. I mean, maybe small things here and there, but we're not known for as much magic. So I think it's very fascinating. I have a little bit, but I don't think I will be studying it. No offense.
None
I just
taken.
more martial and arts. So
I cannot blame you for not being as excited about the rocks and sand as I can be. Sometimes many people call me the man with his head in the clouds. As you guys have seen coming in, I am usually most of my studies. I am up in the tower to the south. It's needed for its own things, but I definitely understand the need for fighters, for protectors, for guardians. And I think it's amazing. What kind of magical prowess do you have? It's rare to find these days. I think the numbers, I think we're at only a third of people even show signs of being able to show magic.
he's asking me, right?
Since you're the one that offered up the little bit of
Yeah.
magic.
Are there any flames anywhere? Like any candles or anything? Or it's just those lights, right?
Kind of those lights at the moment.
Those little like. Okay. I'll just do like some musical sounds because with thaumaturgy, you can cast it multiple times and have 3 things going up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just create like a song. So I'll start the first one and then do a second one, and it'll kind of be like a little like 3-note kind of thing playing around.
Oh, very good. That is quite beautiful.
Oh.
Meikai, I believe, right?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm excited to see what more you're capable of. Here at the Centaurium, it's a little bit more of a self-taught year. It's more about getting to know each other and welcoming peace and harmony among the kingdoms. Like, for instance, today, look at this. 4 very different people from very different walks of life, all coming together and you know, enjoying themselves, having the camaraderie at a table together. I could see the bond already, but
Nice just looks at him with like really big eyes. Like,
I'm so happy for you for making friends. You guys misses the interpretation of it.
Kahu just lets out a deep belly / awkward laugh.
He probably like mimics it in a way of like, nah. You get it. That's great. Good. But yes, of course. I mean, if you have any more questions or curiosities about learning into the arcane, please come find me. And of course, our historian and a stewardess, Markoth Hinera, runs the archives as well. So any questions on history or arcane, we'd be more than happy to assist any of you if that is something you feel important to your growth and studies here, and things you can bring back to your own nations or bring to others as well. The Centaurium is here for your oyster, if you will. But we'll probably not be starting any official classes for another day, maybe even a week or so. I have to hear from the headmaster, but you guys are welcome to check out the Centaurium, get to know this place a little bit more, or Rosewood, of course. Oh, it's a delightful town down the trail. That's only about 30 minutes walk. You guys could go check it out and go see the local folk if you wanted to as well.
Would it be improper to just go do that right now? Or we have to, is there like, how do you say?
Well, this isn't a school, so you don't have assigned times or
Right, well,
places to be.
they just landed. I mean, are we gonna have another awkward exchange with other people?
No, of course not. I mean, of course, unless you want to go introduce yourself to them, you're more than happy to, but everyone's just taking their time to come in today, and us as the staff are wanting to put a good face and welcome everyone and make them feel welcomed and warm and stuff. But do not feel the need for it. Tomorrow we'll have our opening ceremony, and we'll start off the Centaurium together, right? And Valis does have a really good story that he gets going about that. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you. Okay. But
Is there well, I guess what sort of other people will be coming here?
ones
I
from all
mean,
over.
like who's landing? Is this more
Yes.
on the royalty side? Is this more on whatever the cat dragon? I mean,
anyone here
getting-
is a little bit higher than just what the cat dragged in. Everyone had to be sponsored, of course. You guys are not riffraff off the streets, to say. Quite, yeah, but the ones who are landing, I would assume, seem to be coming from Venali. So probably one of their representatives. I haven't really been updated for those, the new members here. I do know there is a representative from Venali, I believe a young mage, and I am super excited for the first time. Triton is bringing a representative. Oh, I'm super excited to meet them. I don't know anything about their culture. You guys know the Tritons are a kind of like seafaring folk, almost half merman, merfolk type. And they are secluded off kind of the coast to the right in Tritania, but they definitely seem, or over the years, they are a very inclusive culture. They stay to themselves. So.
Anais pokes Pride's arm.
Yes, dear.
She signs. I don't really understand how this Centaurium even works.
Oh, well.
But you guys only see her moving her hands.
Yeah. Right. Well, and he kind of like sits down among all four of you and is signing to you, but still talking to the rest of the group, able to kind of hear everything. Well, the Centaurium is a site where representatives from each different nations are invited to send their best of the best, or those that show promise of either fighting prowess, of diplomatic charisma, or the arcane, to really institute harmony among the nations. This was a place of grandeur, of counseling to the king back when the nations were united. Many of the top arcanists, historians, fighters found their start here. And he kind of leans in and he goes, legend even says it, all of the champions, most of them have come their way through here too. Super exciting. You never know what we're going to meet here, right? But anyways, it's been quite tense in the 50 years since the divide, or the 23 years since the divide. But we are excited to promote unity again, hopefully bridge some of the gaps that have been burned among the nations here. And that's how it works. The next year, you are all special representatives. You can come and go as you please, do your own teachings, and the staff has different events to promote camaraderie and working together. But in between, you can focus your own studies on things that you believe that you can bring back to your own nation, your own kingdom, your own... He looks over to Kahu, your own tribe, that you think will benefit. That's what we're here for. A safe haven, history, and harmony, as you will.
I'll be writing as he's talking, so at least people can see it. And it'll say, so it's self-taught?
It's self-driven.
We are self-taught?
Mm-hmm. Self-driven. You will get to choose what you want to focus on, whether it be diplomatic relations with other nations, whether it be studying the archives for the many mysteries of time long forgotten, or your arcane prowess, and he kind of like spins the dancing lights again, whatever it may be, or your physical ability to fight, if you believe that is your future, your path to be taken. No one's here to stop you, but we are here to assist you. There'll be a few classes together where you know, the whole group together. I believe there's only 12. Can spar together, can learn some history together, but it is self-driven as far as your specialties.
So the
She's
purpose
nods.
of this is to learn to work together and to just learn.
Essentially, it's a tense time, and the wise have learned that the more we understand each other, the more we learn to trust each other, even across the divides of kingdoms and tribal lands, the cultural differences, that together we can keep peace going and stop bloodshed. You, of course, find that important, don't you?
I know that Queen could use it.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, what? Nothing. So, I want to know about Rosewood.
I give
and
Makai a side eye.
I want to know more about Rosewood. Is it a bigger town? Is it like a specialties? Are there? I mean, is it a lot, or is it like
It is
just
a
like
it's a
paper
smaller
supplies,
town. Yeah.
books?
It's a quaint little town down by the river port that was actually created to allow different trade between New Paxi here, the Centaurium, and the capital of New Organia. Once the dam system was built, it was quite difficult to go beyond that. So we have used this system to be able to trade, and from there, New Organia, we can get items from other nations, and people can come visit up the waterways that way as well. But you guys are more than happy to go check it out, and you kind of hear it crashing in the back as the ogre has kind of walked back in from the kitchen. He goes, yes, it does seem Narg over there is still looking for a delivery of fish. Maybe you all would be more than happy to go down and find Liara herself. If you wanted to go see Rosewood, that is.
I mean,
I could use a stretching of my legs.
yeah, that carriage ride was stiff.
Not to mention I feel awkward surrounded in this area. No offense to anybody.
It is
Yeah.
quite awkward. Yes, I didn't want to say anything before.
Thank you.
And he kind of puts a hand
You're
on your
the
shoulder.
master of cues.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, Anais, and kind of just signs to you real quick of just saying, this would be a great opportunity to meet other people as well. Don't you think?
She sides back. I feel like I've met enough people.
Oh,
I'm good for my life.
oh no. You go ahead with them. You'll be fine. You'll love Rosewood.
She's just like, her eyes are kind of darting around, and then she signs back. Is it safe?
Oh, of course. And he kind of like almost like opens up the conversation to the rest of you guys as if you've been like hearing it. Of course Rosewood is safe. There's nothing to worry about here. The woods around here, it's safe. We have the Inquisitors here. We haven't had issues here in ages. Just keep to the path. There's no reason to go off up into the mountains or deep into the forest. I can't really promise it's safe in there, but if you stay on the main path, nothing I'm sure will bother you there.
She just sits there.
I'm gonna look at Zachary and just what has Zachary been doing this whole time?
So Zach has been just kind of sitting there, and you can tell he's listening, but he's not like directly looking over at anybody. But he looks like he's in a lot of thought right now.
Kai's gonna scoot back and he's gonna walk over to the ogre and he's gonna be like, so where exactly do we need to go and who do we need to help?
Said you're walking over to the ogre?
Yeah.
Are you more hungry? The fish isn't here yet.
Right. I'm trying to see if I can help get the fish.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful, actually, yeah. I sent Liara over to Rosewood to get some of the garnishes and fish, fresh from the market. She hasn't been back.
Kind of like looking
What does she
around.
look like?
She's younger, spunky. Looks like she just ran into a shower. It hasn't dried. Brownish.
I
blackish hair.
point over to Anais, and I'm like, kind of like that one.
No, it's not the worst, but just drench a bucket of water on her, you'll see.
It's
More
about
of
the
a
same.
blue eyes, darker hair.
Okay.
As he like
Professor.
points over at you and I, it's like, "Arr."
Yes, sir. It's just looking like.
And what was the name again?
Lyarra, Lyarra. He's stealing names from my old campaign that never got to meet them.
Fine. Professor Bry, I'm gonna point at Zach. He seems to be magic inclined. Or at least
You are my
maybe
boy.
talk. I'm just pointing him out like,
Look over at her like,
Throw
what
him
are you
under the carriage.
yeah, in the carriage. She's like,
The 3 stones seem to go and start circling around your head. He goes, fascinating. What kind of affinity magic are you into, my boy?
I don't know. I'm still learning. Still new to all this, you know.
Of course.
Lots to learn. So
That's what we're here for. That's exciting. Come find me, my boy. We'll definitely dig into the curiosities of that. I'm so excited. I love to hear about the different people who are it's innate in them, or who have to study their whole life like me, or those that seem to stumble into the magic in some of the crevices of the world. It's so exciting. He seemed to find his passion pretty well. So,
okay. Sounds good.
I'll look at Anais and I'll just like give like a very small smile, and like kind of like an I'm sorry, like, all right.
I'm gonna show back, and I'll be like, "Does anybody else want to go find some fish?"
he kind of like
At
nudges
the
you.
very
in the eye.
least, it gets us out of here.
And my boy, why
Yeah.
don't you go join them?
There's no point sitting around here by yourself. Make new friends, explore, find your place in the world. This is kind of like dramatically overdoing it to you, Zachary.
I mean,
I just wanna
maybe,
meet after the
yeah, okay.
It's been
Sure.
decided, huzzah!
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Oh, where do we know where we are supposed to be having rooms at all? Is that something?
If you're more than, do you guys want to go see him now? If you need to dump any stuff off there, or your the steward of the house has already brought all of your stuff to your rooms. But I figured you could show that to you later if you want, or I can bring you to it now.
You know, I would
Is
not
there
mind
any-
having my spear on me as I travel.
Understandable, of course. It's going to be safe, but yes, if you need to.
Is there anything that you recommend that we get to make the rooms more accommodating?
Completely up to you. I mean, it's your
I mean,
room.
are they
You're more than
just-
happy to. I mean, they're quite simple right now. If you need to decorate them or add anything, of course, talk to any of us within our means. We can bring anything to there, or if you want to buy anything to decorate it. I mean, you'll be here for a year and make it to your home.
All right.
Can we take stuff from the archive back to our room?
I believe so. I think he has some sort of checking out system, but that would be more a Markoth rather than me.
Okay.
I mean, don't tell him anything, but I mean, I definitely do.
Book smuggler.
So, is that? Do you guys need to want to go see the rooms first, or?
Yes,
Uh,
please.
Yeah, let's check.
Let's be
I
quick
would
about
like-
it, because I'm going to go help with this other thing very soon.
Of course, yes. It's starting to get a little later in the afternoon, and he walks to go out and find the head steward. Where is he? Young Sir Garen. And he goes, Garen, yes, what are the new arrangements here? And he kind of hands over like the piece of paper that shows where everyone's sleeping. He goes, interesting. That's a bit of a interesting. And he like walks over, like he seems to like walk him away, and you kind of hear just a little bit of like, so we're splitting them up, right? Do you think that's good? Okay, hey, I'm not questioning you. You know what you're doing, right? It was instructions from above. Okay. So yes, they're up there, and then okay, not a problem. I'll show them their rooms. I'll do it for you. Talk to you later. No. And he like walks back. He's like, he is a stiff one. All right, well, follow me. He showed me your arrangements. And he brings you back as you follow him. So you guys are in the dining area, which is to the south of the courtyard. Anyone following at home, I did post the new map I did on Incarnate of the Centaurium on Twitter. I haven't uploaded to Roll20 quite yet, so I'll get that up going here soon. But players, if you want to see that as well, in the Discord.
Yes.
As you are walking back through the courtyard, you can see the grand statue, the Ancient One, and the affinities around it, and the different artwork and mosaics. There is a second floor here, and it's a banister that goes around outside and seems to have a doorway out to the front. Anais, that's kind of where you think you saw that one person standing before. And there are stairs that kind of go up to it. And there seems to be different like archives and hallways here as well. But he takes you through kind of walking the expanse of the inner courtyard. And this map is, I tried to fit everything on it, so it's a lot more expansive than it looks on the sheet. But you guys are walking straight forward, and you can see this beautiful ornate temple that seems to have a glow of orange coming through some of the windows and stained glass panels. But you guys end up taking a right, and walking through the courtyard. You can see a training area of armory. It has like wooden planks around the outsides and sand in the middle, scorch marks, and what you think might be blood. Not quite sure, but you kind of keep on walking without heading in, and there is a long section of rooms and housing here, kind of in one building, and he takes you in. He goes, well, it seems to be for the sake of respecting some of the ruling class that will be joining us this time, and the nobility of governing and just making sure everything is safe. They have decided to split some of the nobility with non-nobility housing. So please don't take that offensively at all. I believe we are all noble in our passions from within, regardless of our status in life, right? Of course. He's trying to smooth it over. Yeah.
Cheesy.
It's fine.
Yes.
I'm used to this.
So, let's see here. And there are 6 doorways here and rooms. And coming up to the second one, he opens it and he says, right, Zachary, you of course are from New Organia, just a squire of the queen, and she has asked that you are down here, as you know, you're not quite of the ruling class there. But this is your room, and you look in, and it's quite bare. Stonework or woodwork on the bottom, stonework on the sides, and a couple of those light conches with a window going out the back. Definitely not home, but slightly better than the state ward you had in New Organia. So, very good. Zachary, this is yours. And walking down, he goes, you too, come here. And he's pointing to the 2 girls. And down at the end, he goes, yes, we will be splitting you all, and there'll be guards here. Don't worry, you'll be quite safe. Because you were both last-minute additions, unfortunately, you are at the end of the hallway. But he opens the last 2, and Anais, you'll be in this one, and Meikai, this one will be yours. So you can be good buddies, getting to know each other. Super exciting, right? So he kind of leaves you there, and then goes, and yes, Kaurangi, of course, being the high tribe of your race, follow me. And he brings you up the stairs to a...
Wait, why am I not down here?
Well, your tribe is the ruling class of your kingdom, and what Sir Garen was saying is, he kind of leans in, but you're gonna be in charge. You're kind of up there, aren't you?
I kind of look longingly back at the doors that were just opened.
Come, don't worry. And
then I'll slowly follow him up the stairs.
and he brings you
So dejected.
to the end, and he opens it up and he goes, "Oh, wow, they really redid that. This is better than my room, boy." And he opens it and it's this marble stonework floor and this ornate bed with a desk on the side. It's nice. I wouldn't show them your room. It's a little gaudy to just be like, oh, the arrangements are awful here, right? You know. But don't worry, we are respectful of, like I said, the ruling class here, and if there's anything you'll need, don't know if you have any royal guards that'll be coming from the Kalishtar or the Goliaths, but I do know there will be a few from New Organia and maybe a few other sites, and they'll be staying out of the way, but they will be on a sign here just to make sure their subjects are quite protected. Do I need to make any arrangements for any royal guards?
No.
And he kind of like half punches your arm and is like, "Oh, yeah, you don't need it. All right. Huzzah! Well," and you see all of your stuff is in your rooms, and I'll be ready when you guys are ready to go. He kind of walks back down to like the main doorway there. Because you guys now kind of have that awkward feeling of like, well, this is kind of home for the next while. It's strange, it's unique, but it's somewhat comforting for some of you to have 4 walls and a bed and somewhere you can safely call home more than a week or a couple days at a time. Or some of you, it's begrudgingly making you think back to home already. So what do you guys do?
I don't have possessions currently, so
You have a stick?
I have my stick on me anyway.
You do see folded on the bed the clothes that got moved from the tower down here.
Hooray!
And
My other possession. Okay. Yeah, so I probably I like poke my head in and I just kind of do like a quick scan. Is it just basically a bed and like a trunk or something?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Small
so
little
just do a quick
desk there,
scan.
you know, like a simple wooden desk if you need to use anything there.
Okay. I would actually. I look like I'm about to leave, and then I look at the desk, and I want to go over. And is there anything in it, like
Completely
paper
empty.
or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're done. I just go over and stand next to Aquarius. It took about a total of 30 seconds.
Did Precarious give you any gold yet?
Nope.
Okay. As you come back over, he goes, "Oh, well," and he kind of starts signing to you. I'm not going to do it on screen. How do you like it?
She signs back. It seems fine, yeah.
Oh, isn't it great? I get to meet all these new friends, and don't worry, your secret's safe with me. It's okay. Oh, right. But and he reaches into his pocket and brings out a pouch, and he goes, "Here, go ahead and buy whatever you need. I know you've been on your own for a while, but down in Rosewood, there's many merchants that you can buy anything for your room if you need it." And he kind of looks at your stick. Weaponry. So if you want to go to the armory and grab anything, I know be a little bit more secure. For decorations, flowers, books. And he hands you the pouch, and there's 100 gold in it.
Okay, yeah, she like looks at it and then she just sides back. Are you sure you want to give this to me?
Oh, don't worry. It's your father's made me a lot of money.
She just, at the mention of him, she just kind of like puts it silently, like to the side a little bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of awkward, just as he, yeah, I'll just kind of wait for the other 3.
She does sign thank you though.
You're welcome.
I want to go around and inspect my room and see, like, look at the mattress, look at the headboard, look at the state of everything.
investigation
Check
roll.
out if there's. Okay. Let me switch to. Boop. Investigation.
Investigation.
12.
12.
Not the best.
There's not much in here. It's simple. The drawers are empty. Kind of seems like stuff has been like rushed in here, like they weren't planning on anything being in this room. You kind of look over the mattress and there's, like one little stain on it, but it seems functional.
Is anything dusty, or because they just moved it in, it's not?
It's actually fairly clean.
Okay.
You feel like the staff here prides themselves on their upkeep and look and cleanliness of this place. This place is very well upkept.
Okay. Do I have windows or like, because I'm in the corner room, so do I have like a
You
lot,
probably
like
have
a couple
two.
windows?
You
or
have
is it
two
just-
windows, yeah, one on each wall.
Okay. Okay.
You can see out.
Um.
Since you're on the end, you can see out. There's like forest there, and then a wooden path that seems to start going up a cliffside, right on the outside
Ooh.
of this building. You can see it on the
got
map,
it.
all the way up at the top right. Thank you, Vapor, for the follow. Mucho
Okay.
appreciate.
Ew.
And both Anais, Zachary, and Makai, if you guys look out the back windows, you can see mainly the armory there, but just kind of in the corner as well, some of the paths going to the garden as well.
I like that. Okay. So I'm gonna take note of stuff that I need. Are there like bed sheets and stuff, or is this just mattress?
Yep. So
Okay.
simple sheets that are kind of folded there.
Okay. I'll lay out the. I don't have that much either, but like I'll lay out my sketch stuff, my instrument, and then just go out and find wherever Vicarious and Anais are, and just kind of stand there.
Yep, they're at the end of the hall, and they're kind of just, and they're signing kind of back and forth a little bit, and then kind of seem to fade off in awkward quiet, just kind of waiting for the other two to show up as well.
Yeah.
Well, Zach
Yeah, go ahead.
will unpack all of his stuff, make sure his clothes are folded very nicely, and put them into the trunk safely.
He's a good boy.
And then take out all of his supplies, like his books and papers and notebooks and pens, and put them in the desk where he'd need them, very straight and orderly. And he will sit down at the desk and start to read.
I hope they forget about me.
I love it. Perfect. Kahu.
Look over my room. What do I've got? Do I have like balconies and stuff? What's going on in here?
Yeah, there's a little balcony looking down upon the little folk, and a marble, like ornate stonework. The 4-post bed. You got like a desk with paper and ink standing there, and almost it looks like a weapon holder on the wall, and a little drawer system, and a window that goes out with curtains on it.
God, it just feels awkward in here.
Tear it all
Are there
down, burn it
bathrooms
all.
connected in
He's
here?
going to take the sheets from the bed and throw them on the ground. Nod like, that seems a little better. And he's going to grab his spear and he's going to head out.
Respect.
There. This is fantasy. I haven't really thought about the bathrooms here. I would assume each of the noble housing probably has its own little bathroom set area, and there's probably a common one for the non-nobility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think that out. I don't think they'd make it like jail cells or anything, but
Right.
like we're like
It's an
yeah, your own
outhouse.
toilet, like yeah. But they probably
You
have
got the outhouse.
plumbing and stuff like
Lower.
that here. Yeah. So it's a little better than an outhouse level, but it's not quite like toilet and flush. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you bring that up to Bricarius, he might find a way to make that happen. That sounds exquisite. But Kahu, are you coming back down, or you said you're putting the sheets on the floor?
I threw the sheets on the floor. I picked up my spear. Yep.
Perfect. You're just saying there's 1, 2, 3. Where's the young boy? Big man. Kahu, why don't you go fetch Zachary, see if he's coming with us.
I'll go over and I'll knock on the door. Zach's place.
Put the book down. Open the door. Yeah.
Are you coming?
Oh yeah, we're doing that. Okay. Yep, let's go. I'll grab my staff. Close the door.
Poor guy.
With regret.
The forlorn sigh.
Yeah.
Do you always learn everything through books?
What I used to do. I don't know if I'm gonna do that anymore. See.
I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of that in the future.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll learn something on the road.
At least get to know some of your compatriots.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever told you that
Oh,
you
no.
have the enthusiasm of a stone?
Thanks, I guess. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Thanks.
Amazing.
One of these days I'll find a way to crack a smile out of you.
Now just big fake smile. There, you did it. You can do another mission now.
I'm gonna like put my arm around him and like hug him in close, and then walk with him on my side.
I love this. So
Back
much.
to the rest of the group.
You just hear
This is better than
Bricarius
the carriage.
as you guys
Are they
walking
best
forward.
friends now?
Yeah, you hear Bricarius. Oh, that is fantastic! You guys are already bonding already. This is so good to see. This is what the Satorium is all about. Now you two get to bond as well. Now, right? Anyways, okay. We should probably get going. You guys, it's going to take a little time to go down. I'm gonna hear like his stomach. Plus, others who are visiting are probably going to be really hungry.
You should tell us where to go. We will go there, and you need to get food.
Sounds amazing. Sure, of course. And he's going to continue to walk you out. This time, he'll take you around the armory, the backside of it, and through the garden where you guys see very well-kept, beautiful flowers that center around a fountain in the middle, and 4 statues to be depicting of different, look very much like warriors of different weapons, and it's like almost golden-esque, and each one seems to have a different affinity built in around it. One of the earth building around like strong muscles, and another of sky that seems to almost be lifting an archer off of the ground. Another one with books and a hand outcast, but you can see like lightning almost, and a sun bolt behind. It's very beautiful and very peaceful and relaxing out here, kind of in between the buildings. This is my favorite place to go to grab a book and read. You guys are more than happy to spend any much time here as well. But excuse me, I continues. Bricarius and I are having some stomach rumblies. But he continues walking through the garden.
As we walk, I'm gonna squirm out of Kahu's grasp as best I can.
Acrobatics or athletics check. And Kahu,
Alright.
I want to
Also, can I
grapple check.
please know what Zach's expression is this whole time as this is happening?
yeah.
Because I really
Yeah.
need to know this.
Oh yeah,
I need this
Rachel I think is
visually.
going to be doodling this
You
one.
should
huh?
be able to do it. I rolled pretty low.
17 is what I got.
Yeah.
What did you get,
I rolled a
Kahu?
7. So
Shoop.
I rolled a 7, so he's able to.
Just almost like a slippery fish leaving your grasp. He's gone.
It's that scarf.
Is he gone, or is he just like off to the side again?
I didn't hear the facial expression.
It's a pained facial expression, but he gets out, and then there's a little bit of relief. But he'll kind of walk maybe like 5 feet away from him.
Out of his reach.
Yeah, longer than his arm length away.
I love it. So was that the expression the whole time? Just
Well,
kinda
it was
like
pain, and now it's just kind of
pain,
like
yeah.
back to normal now. So,
Now it's back to normal.
I love it. Cryptic, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for joining our adventure story tonight, as our 4 adventurers are gonna be leaving the Centaurium for the first time. But he gathers you all as he kind of like briskly is still walking, entering into the courtyard again with the grand golden stonework here among the different sides. But he starts taking you out and through the front way that you guys came in, the stables and different ends. And there's Kahu, your horse, is tied up there. The carriages are kind of neatly put off to the side. You can see the airship is down here, but no one's out here. They seem to have already gone inside to either be welcomed or shown around the place. But you do see the orc Sir Garen kind of running around, directing different kids with the book, you know, with their luggage and items.
You know, that's gonna go upstairs, and this one's gonna go downstairs. Come on, chip, chip, chop, chop. Let's go.
But Bardicdice will be standing at the top of the stairs, and he goes, a beautiful day for it, isn't it? Well, you guys, it's quite simple. Just go forward down this path to the left, and that's the way to Rosewood. Can't miss it. It's only about a 30-minute walk. Just like I said, just keep on the path. You'll be fine.
Should be easy enough.
Alright. Thank you.
No, of course. Be safe. Be safe.
I walk forward. Does everybody follow?
Yeah.
He signs to
Already going.
Ananias. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
If Anais doesn't follow, I'm gonna turn around and be like, "You coming?"
She's like hesitating. She's looking at Bardicdice like, "Don't make me do this" type of look.
Kind of signs back.
I'll
Go ahead.
Can I look at your spear, and then look at my spear and be like, "We can get you one of these."
Bardicdice is kind of like, right?
Like, yeah.
Huh? That sounds fun.
She looks down at her pouch that Bardicdice just gave her, and she just kind of just gives this tiny, like, minuscule nod, and then we'll like walk over to her Congress.
I wanna look at Anais. Poor girl. I feel so bad for her. I mean, I'm not very good at this, but if you need to be next to somebody, you can hold my hand if you want. As we walk, I don't know what to do. I'm not. It's intimidating, especially with these two being so tall. No offense. And I'll look at Kahu. You're just very tall and muscly.
I'll shrug, and then I'll look over at Zach and be like, "Do you need someone to hold your hand?"
No, I'm good.
You guys are like a good 30, 40 feet. Bardicdice is just like, just so heartwarming.
Anais is like, we're walking, but she's writing while she's walking a response.
Oh, okay.
And she just writes, "That's okay. Thank you. That's very kind." And then she writes, "I might hide behind Kahu if it gets bad because he's big."
I can punch things pretty well, though. Just saying. I kicked a lot of butt.
Scribble, scribble. Maybe you then too.
I'll be
I
the
don't
shield
know.
and you'll be the sword, apparently.
There's a strategy, and that one will be watching a witness. And I'll point to Zach. And we're off.
We're off.
Love it. I need a perception check from all of you with disadvantage as you guys are walking away from the Centaurium.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is gonna be a real good one.
4.
You got it. You are making sure to stay an arm's length away from Kahu.
7.
A little farther than that.
7,
14.
you are super focused on trying to get this group to bond.
Dirty 20.
With disadvantage?
Yep.
Thank
you, Dice.
Anais, you're kind of focused too much on writing, but Makai, as you are kind of standing there reading kind of what Anais is saying, kind of turning back a little bit, you notice out of the corner of your eye and you look up a hooded man who has like one arm kind of in robes and another on like a walking stick, kind of looking in, and then slowly kind of limps back into the Centaurium. He was in the banister that was overseeing the courtyard looking out to the front.
Okay. I don't say anything or make special notice. I'm just taking note.
My hooded figure.
Everyone knows in my games I like hooded figures. But yeah, you guys start making your way down the road here. It kind of leaves the gravel stone path of the Centaurium that has been cleared, and you can see kind of like stumps where trees have been cut down quite swiftly. Kahurangi, you look over, and I mean, you guys cut down your own trees too. Whoever did this looks like a Goliath. Like, it looks like it was like one hit through. Quite impressive, as you know, even you with most of these trees would probably be a 2 or 3 hitter. But you guys continue to make your way down your path, and it's very similar to the path arriving that was off to the right, that kind of goes down among the tree lines and the stoneworks and the trees. This one goes to the left, and it's a somewhat of a slight incline or decline as you're coming up from a small cliffside area down, winding down through the trees. Again, the trees are a beautiful orange, yellow, and green, falling. A slight brisk cold on the wind. It's nothing winter-like, but very fall and peaceful. As the sun is getting to about 3/4 in the afternoon, kind of just after lunch, but before kind of the afternoon hits its strike. And you guys continue your walkway down, and in the distance you can start seeing, just on the crest of the coast side, a small town with a brick walls that go around the outside, and in the middle is a port for many ships, and it seems to almost divide the city in half. It looks like almost like a U shape, like this. But you can see a lighthouse on the end that with a light that is kind of going, circling, signaling through some of the fog and mist out on the seas, the different ships coming in. And you can see a church, a temple over on the left side with pillars above the other ones, and just kind of scrabbled together, not in any like street work or anything, but almost like a large merchant area, just different tents and buildings, and they seem to have been built up over time as needed. A very if you guys ever like see like the gold mine towns that get built up around something, it's like built as a need. There's no like real structure or organization to it. But as you guys are starting to overlook that and awkwardly, quietly make your way down, maybe a few spatters of conversation or attempted conversation here and there, you guys start hearing just an eerie silence kind of starting to take over. The rustling of the trees seem to not be quite as noticeable. And I need everyone to give me a perception check.
That's the
20.
best perception I'm gonna ever get. 19.
23.
Look at
Dirty
you
20.
guys. Need to start giving you
We're all
guys
like,
disadvantage. What's
Yeah.
going on? Yep, all of you guys can hear just carrying over the wind, just around a bend, the yells of a young, sounds like woman, kind of carrying over the wind. Get away from me! Get out! Get! And like you can hear a boing of an arrow and like hitting wood, and some shrieking of what sounds like birds.
Ooh.
I'm gonna start running that way.
Yeah, I'm running.
All right, everyone, roll me initiative.
Yay!
We're gonna get into our first combat, switching over to
First combat,
Combat
roll a
cam.
20! Not 20 for initiative, which
Nat
isn't as exciting, but
20.
still!
as we change to red to show initiative. We'll get into our first fight with our 4 as you guys run ahead, going around the corner. You guys come to a split in the road. Let me go ahead and fix this for our viewers a little bit. And because copyright and artwork, and I haven't done anything yet, I don't know if it's safe to use like Google Images or not. You guys, if you want to go into Roll20, you see at the red dot is a young girl who seems to be trapped underneath a cart that has been turned over. It looks like it might have hit a stump, and she's stuck under as one leg is pinned. And you guys can see 2 hawks that seem to be swooping in and attacking her at different times, starting to swing down and attempt to go at her as she's shooting different arrows, and you hear, "Get off me! I'm gonna get you!" But she seems quite stuck there as the woods kind of seem to part, and you see a little bit of the rocks here as you guys are about sea level, so it's some of the rocks that are starting to show the sign of the cliffside and the shore side, and but the path forks around, and you guys can see just off in the distance is actually the entrance into the town of Rosewood. But let me go ahead and get this up here. So we have, I heard a natural 20, right?
I got 22 total.
Nice.
Whee!
Yay!
I'm pretty sure I'm last.
22 total. So we got 25 to 20s?
21.
21, nice. 15 to 20? Nope. 10 to 15?
13.
13. 5 to 10?
Oh my god.
0 to 5?
3.
I was about to say 0?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
But you know what? I'd rather roll a nat 1 here than in the middle of a fight.
Once they're approved, maybe we might have some nat ones to roll for you, but they're not there yet. So, anyways, a nat 20 for some hawks.
Oh, dang.
Wah, wah.
I went the wrong direction. Okay. And you all should have control of your targets. And any one of you, John, if you want to be able to move it for D, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Oh, I'm on it.
You're on it now?
I
Okay.
can-
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we switch into this for the first time in this campaign, we are in combat. Anais,
Yay!
you are up. The meek, timid Anais with a wooden spear in her hand, standing behind Kahu. What are you doing?
Okay, so we see you said a girl's trapped underneath a cart. Is that what you
just
said?
one. There's just one girl stuck under the cart.
Yeah.
You see,
And then-
you see brownish hair, blue eyes. Sounds like the description that Narg gave you of the Aro.
Oh, okay. How old does she look?
She looks pretty young. She looks almost your age.
Okay. And then, okay, you're saying hawks are literally attacking her right
Like
now?
are swooping down, kind of making varying attacks on her.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
Get some battle music up there.
Yeah.
Does she look like she's hurt already? Sorry, that one last establishing question.
Give me a quick either perception or medicine check.
7.
Not quite sure. She's got a carriage pinned over her legs.
Okay.
She kind of seems to wince every time she's like making an attack. So.
Okay. Okay, so I will like peek out from behind Kahu and see that happening. Hold on, I gotta check my range. Okay, my range is okay. I am going to throw up my hands.
Oh, don't say that. Uh-huh.
And what?
Don't say
Bachelor's
throw up
words
right
right
now. Just use a different word for me, please.
Elevate your game.
I will elevate. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on one of the hawks.
Ooh, nice.
And we haven't really talked about spells very much. Can I flavor it so it looks like a
100%.
lightning storm thing? Just goes
Yeah.
from the.
Definitely.
Okay.
Is it coming
has to
from
make
what? Like what? Where is it
above.
originating? So from the
It's
skies.
coming from the sky.
From
Like
the
a storm
sky.
just appeared randomly and was like, pew, and then it's gone.
So as you go, and what are the components of Sacred Flame? Is it semantic, vocal,
No,
verbal?
it's vocal and some whatever that is, somatic.
Yeah, so you
No,
start to make
semantic,
these movements, feeling the power of the storm and reaching out, wanting to protect her. You make the vocal or the hands, the semantics of it, and you feel the stone around you spark with a little bit of lightning, and instead of needing the vocal component, your focus kind of takes over, and you feel almost like grabbing the lightning from the sky. You pull down, and the lightning bolt seems to try and attempt to hit one of the hawks. What is it, dex save or wisdom save? What is it?
It's a dex save.
A dex save.
Gotta check what my thing
That
is.
is an 18. It was
No,
cool,
they made it.
but the hawk seemed to swoop out of the
Nothing
way.
happened.
Liara is kind of like, like blinding herself a little bit, as she has no clue where this lightning bolt came from. Yeah. What are you doing? Anything else?
Cool.
Are you
Oh
moving?
no, that's it. I duck. No.
You're just standing in place, right?
Yeah, I might like duck back behind Kahu. He'll probably move, but
Sure. Okay.
that's what I'm
Awesome.
doing for now. I'm
It
done.
is now the hawk's turn, as this one seemed to have gone out of its route from the lightning bolt. The other one swoops in for an attack on Anais, or not Anais, Liara. Sorry. As it goes in with talons trying to rake at her. Oof, that is gonna hit for a 19. As she takes 1 point of slashing damage. You see it scrape against the side of her cheek. You gonna say something? My guy, no? You sure?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
As it swoops off into the distance, she tries to make a quick shot at it, but misses as it was right in range. As this one kind of swoops in, making... Yep, no, as this one she's able to fend off with her bow and kind of like keep it at bay. This one kind of floats back, flies backwards from it. Yeah, that is their turns. Makai, it is your go as you
Okay.
see this girl being swarmed and attacked by different hawks.
So I'm gonna go my 30 feet of movement and just get close. I mean, that's all I can do, but I'm just rushing in. I have my little short, well, it's a dagger, but at my side, but I'm just rushing in.
Perfect. Kind of short katana dagger at your side. The robes billowing behind you as you're running forward into battle without even thinking. Thank you so much for the follow, Black Widow. Appreciate you joining in for this combat.
My tail is revealed.
Okay, your tail has come undone from the revealed position as it's now
The revealed
in sight
position.
behind you. Well, I mean, you were hiding it before, weren't you? Isn't that what you
I
said?
was, yeah.
Mhm.
I was.
So I kind of figured you
yeah.
had it like rolled up or tied up or
Mhm.
something. Yeah, okay. From its revealed position. All right, so that is your turn, Zachary. As you see a lightning bolt come out of nowhere, and your I wouldn't say friend, but your new acquaintance start running into battle. What are you up to, my man?
He's gonna run forward to there, and I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Ooh.
That'll be my-
Is that an action?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. So you're doing guidance on yourself. Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. What does it look like? What does your magic look like?
So I just, like, as I go, I just kind of like grab onto my wrist, and there's a bit of glow as energy kind of circles around me as I run forward.
Magic boy's doing magic. You kind of hear the hogs. Kahu. You felt a sense of static electricity and connection, almost like the storms you've seen on the water, originate from behind you, but then strike down in front of you as you kind of look back and see Anais focusing forward, a blue stone still sparking just a little bit with sparks around her neck. What are you up to?
As I look back, I kind of give Anais a nod, and then I'm going to take a full sprint, so I'm going to also use my action to move.
Okay.
Oh,
And
I
I want to basically stand over the girl.
Hey guys, we're level 1.
Kind of like fending her off against the hawks.
Okay. Makai, seeing him run past you, are you wanting to dash as well?
Yeah, I forgot about the. Sorry, I'm used to my other character just being able to. Yeah.
Do things. It's
So
fine.
that would get me there.
Sure.
I think 60 feet. Yeah.
Let me put down my camera. Where did Kahu go?
Say.
I don't even see Kahu. Where'd he go?
I am.
Oh, okay.
He
Okay.
disappeared.
I was like, where'd he go?
I'm standing over the girl.
Okay. Perfect.
So I'll take the hit instead of her when the hawks come flying in.
What I'll
next.
do is I'm gonna move the girl just back one space, since we really can't occupy one space. But you are guarding her from the attacks and kind of standing Piccolo style over Gohan to the girl. Yeah.
Yes.
So you're not taking the dodge because you took a dash action, right? You're just kind of standing there to take the attack.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. To take the hit.
Yep. Anything else?
That's everything.
Okay.
Level 1.
As we're back to the top of the order, Anais, you hear. Yeah, I don't think anyone else would hear. Anais, you hear a little rustling from the bush to your right. What are you up to?
Well, I was going to keep focusing on these hawks, but I might whirl around and see if I can see if there's anything else that's gonna come for us.
Okay. Are you trying to do perception check? Look into the
Yeah.
woods. Go ahead and roll me perception.
Ooh, 23.
From the depths of one of the bushes, kind of as one parts, you can see two glowing eyes looking back at you and a little growl.
Okay, would I be familiar with this at all, or would this be a little foreign to me, based on where I live and things like that?
What did you roll with your perception?
23.
23. I'll say with your proximity to this area and your time hunting in the woods, you get the feeling this is some sort of either feline or wolf-like creature that seems to be crouching in the woods, ready to pounce.
Okay.
As you can't quite see what it is, but you can hear it growling at you.
Is it... Okay, I can hear it growling. I can see the eyes, though, you said, right?
Yes. It's kind of like coming
Okay.
through the bushes as you see like two glowing eyes.
Okay. Is it close enough that if I move, it could get me,
No.
or can I move?
No, you are on the other side of the path from it, and it's still in the bushes. You're not in melee with it, mechanically.
Okay.
Mechanically speaking.
So I'll like look over, or I'll like move over maybe like this much.
Okay.
And if I feel like I have a good like idea of where it is, I'd probably just shoot it. Well, do I feel that?
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
no?
say because it's still in the bushes, it would technically be kind of the blinded, so you could do it, but with disadvantage, or it might have advantage on a saving throw.
Okay.
Just because it's not really revealed yet. You know of the position, but you're kind of still blindly. You're not sure where its body. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not really sure the definition of the creature yet.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Well, can I hold my action then to shoot
Very much so.
guiding bolt at it if it
Ooh,
jumps
nice.
me?
Okay. For a creature from that bush, or what's the hold action?
If anything comes at me, or probably Zach because he's next to me, then I'm gonna shoot it.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
So
Okay.
if there's more of them, I feel like that might constitute. But
Yeah,
I'm mostly
definitely.
focused on that one.
Perfect. I like it. So
Okay,
you're
that's
kind
it.
of holding. What does the guiding bolt look like?
Ah!
As again,
Okay.
your stone cat's eye around your neck seems to glow a little bit from
Yeah.
inside, taking the vocal component out of these spells that you need to take.
Yeah, she's definitely looking shocked at that. By the way, like no pun intended. But
And there's definitely
So
like
good.
you feel like this easier control. Like you've had outbursts of these spells before, but they've been chaotic, wild, grasping, almost like outbursts. You feel a sense of control and finesse now, a bit of easiness to pull and grasp whatever you need to and control this.
yeah, she almost seems like a little more calm. If it almost feels like there's some control there. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be like it looks like this like little like ball of like a mini storm in her hands, and
I
she's
love
just
it.
holding it there, waiting to.
Yeah, you kind of hold it back, almost like a eyeball with the lightning and it's the storm swirling in it. I love it. Cool. Good move. On this next turn, it'll be back up to the Hawks, as they're going to attempt another swoop in on the girl, both times. So, because you guys really haven't engaged in them yet. So, yeah, because you're kind of standing over her. Yeah, I'll say it's you're able
You
to
can call like half cover or something.
Yeah, I'll do that. Because they're still kind of going for her. You haven't really like engaged with it yet. I'll give her cover. Yeah, the first one seems to miss as you kind of bat it out of the way. And it swoops away. You can have an opportunity attack if you do wish.
Absolutely.
Meikai, at the moment, this hawk is still up in the air. You're not in motion with it yet.
Okay.
7.
In engagement with it. 7? You swing and miss as it kind of swiftly, kind of twirls out of the way with another out of its wing. I'm sorry, guys. This one swings forward past the girl as well, so you're giving her cover. Yet again, kind of missing as it kind of swoops past. But Zachary and Anais, as you were waiting to hear something. Zachary, you hear from behind you, or what? Well, actually, roll me a perception check. See if you notice these coming or not, as you're facing forward.
That is a 9.
9. Unfortunately, you hear the rustling, but they seem to swarm and attack the back of you before you can kind of really react. Anais, if you want, you can trigger your held action. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one are you attacking?
One.
Closest to you or furthest away? Okay.
This one.
Perfect. As you all of a sudden change your attention to the skyline, seeing them beeline towards Zach, as you release with a
19.
19. That definitely hits. Roll me some storm damage.
storm radiant damage somehow.
Burnt bird.
Guys, can I admit something to you while I'm rolling damage? I played a cleric for 3 years and never once did I have guiding bolt, so this is my first time ever casting guiding bolt, and I just wanted to let you know that you're all here for this moment.
That's
How
amazing.
do you not have guiding bolt?
It's like that range without Hunter's Mark that I'm playing right now.
Yeah, well, we played the game like you had to learn the spells instead of switching them out, so I just never learned guiding.
Oh
bolt.
dang, okay. This is my favorite spell. So good.
19.
19
really
points?
Good. Mm-hmm.
You release this lightning storm as it seems to kind of swirl and electrocute this bird and start singeing at its wings as it starts floating and guiding back here as this one falls to the ground. Dead and ready for consumption. But it's glowing with advantage if anyone wants to hit it.
Perfect.
Still kind of like... perfect. So the other one swoops in though and tries to go for you, Zach. Is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
That
You're
hits for only 1 slashing damage. I didn't look at the damage before I got the hawks out.
All right.
Yeah. But
good.
it's as it swoops away, flying off. You have a opportunity attack if you do wish.
No, I got nothing ready
Cool.
to attack. So
Okay. So that is the hawk's turn. Meikai is back up to you. They are all about kind of gaining speed again. They'd be just in your reach if you make it to any of them, like right at the edge of your reach.
I was gonna say if I could like if I have to jump up a little bit, but
I kind of figured like with your extension you'd be able to just clip them as they're gaining altitude again.
I'll punch it out of the sky. So I'm going to. Yeah, you are. That's very nice of you to let me punch the bird out of the sky.
That might be my favorite comment. 1 slashing point, and the sorcerer's at half damage.
Yeah, I'll punch it. I'll try to punch the bird.
Okay.
Let's see.
Need some monkey bird punches.
I missed my plus 11.
Welcome to level 1, friends.
That's 16.
16. That does hit. As
Okay,
you're able to just get the back feathers of it.
Do max damage, 6 points.
6 points. As this one is dead as well.
Yay!
Perfect.
And let's see, I kind of did backtrack a little bit, but yeah, I'll use the rest of my movement to kind of move back, because that was 15 that I moved back. I'll move back to the 15 to be a little closer and just wait.
Okay, perfect. I like it. Zachary, you have kind of reacting from the hawk scraping the back of your neck. It is your turn. What are you doing?
all right, I'm running forward to the girl, and I'm going to use my action to try to lift the cart up enough with my guidance so she can slide her foot out and be unstuck.
Nice. Okay, yeah, definitely go for it. Give me a strength check or athletics.
All right.
Guidance, what does what? Advantage or?
It gives me a D4,
okay.
added to it.
Gotcha.
So
I should know
15.
that from Critical Role. Guidance. Every
15.
other roll. 15. You go to strain to pick it up, and you just straining with all of your muscles. It seems to just be enough for her to wiggle her foot out. She's kind of crawling, as she seems to not be able to put too much pressure on it. But you let go of the cart just as her foot leaves. You're just able to kind of help her wiggle free from it. Just thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'll give her as much cover as I can give her as well from the hawks.
Perfect.
Oh.
I like it. At this moment, as you are able to get her free, Anais, you hear the rustling in the tree line again. as people at home probably could have seen. As outbounding from the wood line comes 3 different wolves. Let me add their turn.
Do they have lipstick on? Or is that blood?
That is definitely blood.
Lipstick. They ate it before they got out.
Yes, we're here to play. No, they come
Ow.
bounding out. This one towards you, Anais. This one towards Ahu. And this one towards Meikai. They are going to go bounding in for attacks. Anais, Meikai, and Kahu, give me perception checks, please. Oof. Oof, oof.
Wait, who?
7.
Everybody but Zachary can give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
A 23.
23?
19.
Yeah, even though you can see blood on their fur, they seem like normal wolves. There's no black. There's nothing. These are not the ones from Zachary's episode. But Anais, this one kind of comes up and seems to surprise you with its speed, though, and goes in for a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
And
It got me.
I'm going to roll for you guys.
Baby.
Nice. For 4 points of bite damage.
Okay.
Kahu, this one comes into you for 15? I don't think it's...
15 misses.
All right, you're just able to get your spear in the way as it kind of like bites down over the spear and is not able to break any skin on your arm. Meikai, as you punch the bird down, you turn around and hear the footsteps of the wolf coming up at you for an 18 as it goes for its bite attack.
Yeah, that hits.
It's okay. And I also forgot. That does another 4 points of damage, and I need a strength saving throw from both Meikai and Anais.
Okay.
Strength saving throw.
Ooh. Okay.
16.
16. You're able to kind of like defend and kind of still hold your ground from the attack that came back.
That is a 17.
17. Same thing with you, Meikai. Both of you guys are able to stay on your feet, and as this tried to pounce on you and bite, but you're able to kind of like throw it off of you and still stand from the weight. As you guys are now surrounded by hawks and wolves, Liar is going to attempt to take a shot at one of the hawks as she hits, and this one is plucked out of the air with an arrow straight through its chest. Kahu, it's back to your turn.
I'm going to attack the wolf in front of me.
All right.
Nice. That was a 21.
21. Describe your attack. What does it look like? What are you using?
So I have like, the wolf has like his jaws on the haft of the spear.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of take my elbow and like hit into the wolf's head, flip the spear around, and then stick the spear into the wolf's side at the same time.
Nice. Roll me damage.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. All right, perfect. It still seems, pretty hurt, but still seems up and kind of like growling, waiting for a new opportunity to attack you. You do anything else?
I'm going to move around it to there.
Okay, perfect. Kind of like either side of her. Sweet. All right. Anais, it is back up to you.
Okay.
You got a
So
wolf
this
right in
wolf,
front of you.
yeah, it just attacked me. So she raises her hand. How's that, Mike? And tries the same thing again. Hopefully it will hit this time.
Okay.
With Sacred Flame. So he has to make a dex save.
Sacred.
The wolfie.
I like it. As you pull down another lightning bolt down, you kind of almost like grabbing the lightning from the sky, pulling it down. It strikes this wolf true. Go to roll me damage. They just hear this
One.
for 1 point of damage. So it's
Feeling
able to
like
jump
Karis
out
in
of the
her
way
battle matches.
as it kind of singes some of its fur. Yeah. Anything else?
No. Moving would be a bad call right now. That's it.
Perfect. All right. I was just checking the overlay. I was like, I kept on being reminded y'all of level 1. I was like, I just want to see where the health's at. All right. So nice. It's your turn.
No, I'm done.
Okay. Makai, it is back up to you. Your tail flowing in the wind. You in monk position. The wolf right in front of you. What are you doing?
Wait, is there another bird?
There's one left here, and there is a wolf.
Sorry, it went before, so I go before the hawks then?
I guess I reordered. Sure, it's fine. I mean, you both are 21s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm just gonna punch the wolf. 1, 2. 1,
Boop
2.
boop it on the nose. Go for it.
Boop it. Just a little boop. Let's see, that's... 7. Sorry, I'm still trying to learn all these. Come on. Actions. Oh, that's a +4. 19 for
19.
to hit the first one. Does that hit?
It definitely hits. Why don't you describe me your monk prowess and what this attack looks like?
I'm just going and punching it in the face, and then that'll be 3 points of damage, and then I'll lead up with my second and like go right into its rib cage.
Okay.
Let's see if that hits.
Perfect.
That is the same roll.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, and that's gonna be 4 points.
Nice. Yeah, you hear as a rib breaks, and the wolf yelps out in pain, but is still kind of staggering there, looking like it's still in the fight. All right, is that your turn?
Yep, that is my turn.
Perfect. This bird now seems to be focused back on you, Zachary, as it comes flying in to swoop. Oh my goodness. Does a 12 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 1 point of damage.
Alrighty.
And then scratches you again, and then swoops off, trying to gain altitude. So you do have opportunity attack if you so desire.
Got nothing ready.
You can unarmed strike it if you want. Just
Nope.
all right, perfect. It's your turn.
Right. So with her seeming to be sort of okay, I'll just say like shoot that bird, and I'll run out to about here. And I'm gonna cast Bless on my 3 traveling companions.
Ooh.
So you all
Not friends.
He does like us.
traveling companions. I did not say friends. So you all get a D4 to your attack rolls and saving throws.
What,
My
Hey.
spell.
Hey!
what does this look like as you're kind of like casting it out?
So I whip out my quarterstaff, the white wood staff that has the yellow garnet like infused in the top, and I slam it on the ground, and 3 rays of golden energy fly out and give you this warm feeling as it enters your body, and you feel invigorated.
You shall be blessed.
That's the warmest thing he's ever done.
Oh, so
He
cute.
loves us.
He likes us,
Yay!
guys. Look at you guys bonding already. All right. So
Battles.
the wolves seem to, let's see, kind of decide. Yeah, no, I think they're gonna keep on attacking the same targets. So this one kind of leaps back and lunges again towards you, Kahu, for a 7. That's not gonna hit as you easily shove it off of you, kind of hitting back up against the stump. Makai, this one comes up to you. I am doing my normal DM rolls. That's an 11.
No, that does not hit.
I need to take a page from Mark's book and give a multi-attack at level 1. And a 12 on you, Anais, as this one lunges towards you. Just
hits.
Just hits. Oh, I don't think I'd hit.
I don't have
Wow.
armor or anything.
It's true.
I got nothing.
Oof. for
Except for a
5
stick.
points of damage as it.
I'm down.
Oh no!
No!
As this one, as you take the bite, it lunges you down and kind of pushes you into the ground, knocking you out. I'm gonna say you are
Bricarius
unconscious.
said it was safe. Bricarius said it would
Totally,
be
so
fine.
it's quite
you know?
safe. Just stay to the path.
Liar.
All right. Well, I guess
Probably
I
laughing.
don't need that multi attack. Cool.
I don't.
As this one,
Give her the dead symbol.
it's unconscious. She's dead. This is the
Whole new
dead
character
symbol.
creation.
She's not dead yet. She's
Well.
just unconscious.
Guess I have a new thing to draw this week.
I need things to remind myself status effects. But the wolf seems
You're
to
good. You're good.
leap over your body and head up towards Zachary.
Rude, but thankful.
Yep, we'll feast later when my pack does not need the ally of the wolf.
That's how they talk in their own language. Kahu,
That makes sense.
it's up to you.
I'm
Oh, the
going
Molly
to
marker
move
notes,
here
no.
so that the wolf has 2 people to focus on at once, and I'm gonna stab him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I get advantage for this. That's what I was going for.
How do you get advantage?
I've got the lady with the bow on the opposite
Oh,
side.
right. Yes, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, I was thinking you and Makai. Mm-hmm. You get flanking, so you're going after the same wolf that was attacking you.
Yes.
Your strategicness of a warrior is taking over. How
Nice.
you right. The dice are what the dice are, chat. No, I'm just
19 to hit.
19 to
Yay,
hit.
bless.
Yep, as you plunge your spear into its back. Go to roll me damage.
Y'all wanted a hard campaign.
6
You
points of
get it.
damage.
Nice. As you're able to plunge your spear deep into the back, and it comes out the front as you hear the last whine of the wolf before it falls slump dead.
And I kind of whip it off to the side, and then I take kind of like a pirouette back step and end up behind the next wolf.
Nice. I like it.
Fancy.
And end my turn there.
Fancy. I like it. Nice, my dear.
Yes.
In episode 2, I need a death saving throw.
Yes, dude.
No.
I've played in Mark's campaigns. This is walk in
This
the
is
park.
pretty normal.
Yep. I got an 11, so
11. Nice. All right.
You get
You,
the D4 too, right? Is she blessed? You still
I
get
am
the
blessed.
I think when you're unconscious, you lose it, right?
I'm
Shit,
not unconscious.
death saving
I'm
throw.
concentrating on it.
That's true. That's
Right.
true. All right, we'll go with that. I'm not sure the ruling on that, so we'll say
I don't know
Unless
if
you're
this
the one picking
dying
it up.
child.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
Perfect. I know in other instances when you die, even if it's someone else's spell, you lose the effect, but I'm not sure on this one. But for now, because we don't want Anais to die in episode 2, we'll keep it.
well, I got 11. I would have saved.
Yeah,
it,
you're
so.
fine on this one. So yeah, Makai, it is
Yeah, I'm gonna.
your turn. You have Kahu
I'll punch.
flanking behind.
Oh,
the
so
wolf.
that's advantage then, right?
Mhm.
Ooh, okay. Dirty 20,
Yeah, so many dirty 20s tonight.
and then do I add that extra D? Is that what that's for? Or no, it's not damage. It's to a. It's to a roll,
attack,
right?
yeah.
Attack roll.
So that'd be
for
like
save.
24
Oh,
for the
attack
attack.
Yeah,
Well, up to
yeah. That would
24.
be a
Yeah,
21.
it hits either way.
Yeah, so that's 3 points.
3 points. Is that
Uh-huh.
your first punch?
Yeah.
All right. As you undercut right below its jaw, you can see the blood pouring out as it staggers back, dazed for a second, still kind of wobbly on its feet, holding its own.
Okay, it's still okay. I'm gonna do my last punch.
With advantage and a D4.
Yeah. Nice. 19,
19. Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, that hits as well.
and that is another 3 points.
Thank you, Rob, for the subscription. I mucho appreciate it, my man. You said for how many points?
3.
3. Yeah, as you spin around and go for a back kick on this one, you hear a crack of the neck, and it just slumps over.
And then I am just running all the way over to Anais.
Okay, perfect,
Right after that.
awesome.
I
Yep.
just kind of give a quick nod to Kahu and run.
I think he understands. All right. It is the hawk's turn. I think it's going to fly off at this point, seeing, yeah, pretty much its fellow hawks being dead and died, as it flies off to the distance, escaping. Zachary, it is your turn. You have a wolf in front of you.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine.
We're gods.
We're gods. Rob, is that Rob? Yeah, Rob with the "We're gods" bit. Thank you so much. You can give advantage to any one of the players if you want to give it to them. So let me know in the chat who you give it to. All right, Zachary.
So I am going to just stare down this wolf, take a deep breath, and then run past it towards Anais,
Okay, nice.
risking the attack of opportunity.
All right. Grade 24 that bites out, lunging at you. It starts to tear at your robe, just missing the beautiful scarf. Luckily, not grabbing at it.
Thank goodness.
Buddy, for a full 8 points of damage, 4 on
Okay,
both D4s,
Out there, and I'm unconscious.
Oh no!
as it bites at you as you kind of stumble forward. And going to save Anais, you end up stumbling and going
Oh,
unconscious yourself
Zach, baby!
with your dead symbol. Unconscious symbol. Give it to Anais for death save. So Anais, on your next death save, you have advantage on it.
Thanks, Rob.
This wolf, now seeing its prey down, is going to run over to Kahu as being the biggest threat for a 12 as it lunges towards you.
I smack it down.
No.
Yeah. Hit it.
It's
slap it.
it's holding its own. It doesn't look to be too damaged as it's ravaged through some of your acquaintances. Kahu, but it's back to you. TPK. I've never had
No!
TPK before.
Oh yeah, Bless is gone, guys, by the way.
I'm gonna yell at
Okay.
Lyra and Meikai to help them, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna swing at the wolf.
Okay.
That stinks. 13.
Rob, you sure you don't want to give it to Kahu? No. Yeah, the 13 just manages to hit. As it lunges back, you're able to push forward with your spear and still hit the wolf.
Ooh,
It's,
it's better.
Clear
That's,
who's better at fighting.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage as you're swiftly able to grab it up on your spear in one.
Wait. That was 9 points of damage. I read the wrong thing.
You still have it up on your spear just for enough points of damage, and you bring it back down and crush it into the ground as it is dead as a doorknob. You guys are safe from battle at the moment, but we'll stay in turn order. What are you doing?
I'm still have turn, right?
Yep.
Still movement, so
But there seems to be no threats around you at the moment.
seeing since Meikai's there, I'm running over here, and yeah, I don't have an action, but I can at least get there.
Okay, perfect. Anais, my dear, you have advantage on your death saving throw.
Okay. Okay, I got a 19.
19. All right. As your second successful death saving throw, Meikai, Anais seems to be still breathing, but blood starting to seep her scarf and her brand new clothes. What are you doing?
Is there a way to stabilize without a healer's kit, or do we need a healer's kit?
I think you can do a
I can't
medicine
remember.
check. Is that right?
Oh,
Mark, is
yeah,
that a thing?
okay.
I think medicine check is.
If you want to
Okay.
try and stabilize her and you don't have an item, you can give me a medicine check to try and stop the bleeding, at least stabilize.
Come on, wisdom. 18.
18. You take part of your robe and rip it off, and the bite marks on her arm is where like most of the wounds were. You wrap it and kind of hold your hands on the wound, giving it pressure. Not sure if it's working or not.
Okay, yeah, I'll just keep it like that. And I'll just kind of shout to Kahu and be like, try to keep the bleeding down if Zachary is bleeding. I think I have Anais.
Alright. Zachary, you are now seeing black and fading in and out of consciousness. Go to roll me a death saving roll.
That is an 8.
An 8.
Failure number 1.
Ah!
Oh, poor boy. We're not done with you yet.
As you start seeing images of lights and home and whispers of a voice in your head, as a death saving throw, as you fail your first one, it is now Liara's turn as she rushes forward, kind of limping towards you and pulling out of her pack and rustling through. She takes out a vial and pops it, and almost like just chugging it down your throat. You are now healed and brought back to consciousness as you hear the whispers of,
There is power on the edge of living death.
but you are healed 6 points of healing as you come back to. Kahu, you see Zachary come back to as this young girl seems to have given him a healing potion.
I'm gonna like put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "Good to see you're awake," and then I'm gonna leap over him and run to Anais and assist with helping her situation.
Yep, you've been in war before. You've seen wounds with enough pressure that Meikai is holding down. You see the blood starting to not pour out as much. She seems stable, seems okay, but she doesn't seem back to consciousness by any means.
Well, I can hold the pressure for Meikai while she like ties it off, and then I can pick her up and carry her.
Sure. Anais, you are unconscious but stable.
Good.
Yeah, you guys are kind of out of, if you want to go out of turn order at this point, because there's no death saves going on.
Yeah.
You
So
guys won't
I
have to do
will
anything else.
slowly get to my feet and stumble over to Anais and reach up my hand and do healing hands on her for
What
one
are you
hit
doing?
point.
You're hurt. What are you doing? Careful. Kind of hear from
She needs
from
help.
behind you.
Nice.
You guys are
I
both
go and do
limping,
the-
like barely standing. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
You get 1 HP back.
Really?
That's all it is 1. It's my healing hand.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, what is that?
It's a thing I get. It's
Oh,
Healing hands.
one of my abilities.
I didn't know that.
What is it? What is
Okay.
this?
And what he is.
And the rest of you, as Zachary, you go to put your hand, and you're like grasping her wound. Your whole hand starts to glow, the bright light, almost like the sun. How some of you almost shielding away. But Meikai, you can see in his eyes the Asimar markings glow as he seems to pulse into this. Zachary, from before you heard this whispery male voice. This time you hear a female voice whisper, "Let the light shine. Be my guide." As all of a sudden the wound starts searing up and healing, and Anais, you hurting and bloodied, you start coming to.
In Kahu's arms,
In-
apparently.
in Calhoun's arms.
And Zach and Meikai are just there, like, right, like.
And guys, Congratulations on surviving your first combat.
We did so good.
I'm so
We're not
proud of
dead.
myself. Mark almost killing people.
The babies of the group are clearly the babies of the group.
I love it.
Yeah,
But
just
also
wait till
the
we get to high
saviors of the
levels, you're
group
blowing
too.
things away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are gonna go ahead and take a quick, probably about a 5 to 7 minute break or so,
Yeah.
out of combat, and then we'll jump back into the rest of our game. We'll be right back. Hello, friends, adventurers. Welcome back. Our four survived their first combat. Super exciting to see some of their power sets or weird things that are happening when they use some of their spells. But guess we'll just have to stay tuned to explore and see what else happens down the road. But we find ourselves back in the opening. Combat has ended. Anais, you are in the arms of Kahu, coming to. Zach, you are just barely on edge of consciousness, but are kind of stealing yourself. Liara kind of looks at you all and goes, "Thank you guys so much." And you guys look at her and her, I mean, she's probably been exhausted and in the sun and fighting this whole time, but there's sweat and water almost like dripping off of her, and her hair seems to be floating up in the air a little bit, but bright blue eyes that almost seem to flow like the water. But she's wearing just kind of a simple like tunic robes kind of thing, and she's got a quarterstaff and a bow. But she goes, "Thank you guys so much. I kind of took the turn a little too quick and flipped over on that stump, but I think those fish ended up targeting me, or the hawk started targeting me instead of the fish. Sorry guys, I'm still a little woozy." But she grabs down in her bag, she takes a potion and then hands to you and Zachary another potion. And if you take it, and she'll hand one over to Meikai to give to Anais. So she's handing out potions to all of you.
Well, I feel like when she would have woken up and Kahu's literally like holding her. Are you standing or are you like?
I'm standing.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like getting ready to like carry you somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so I think she'd like probably wake up with like a start and like start immediately trying to like, it looks like she's about to like fight something. And just looks really like startled. And is probably trying to like push out of your arms.
I will
panic, silence, panic.
I will, as gently as I can, put you back down without dropping you as you try to struggle out of my arms.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's probably more like an instinct reaction though, because as like her eyes are like darting around, and then it seems like the pieces are clicking back into place for her, and like by the time you put her down, she's actually like still, and it doesn't look like she's
and then
like about to fight everybody.
I'll kind of smile and say, "Good to see you back." Look over at Zachary and be like, "Good to see you as well." And I'm gonna head over to the cart and see if I can turn it over.
What? Anais and Zach, are you alright?
Never traveling on roads again, and I will hand my health potion to you and Anais if you want it. So.
So now I have two.
Yeah.
Just looking at them. Like...
Just drink it. It helped him. You should drink it, please. Otherwise, he's gonna have to carry you.
Like unstop the thing.
Yeah, if you want to go to roll for it. Is it 2d4 plus 2?
Trying to like, I don't want to touch, but I'm like fidgety with my hands of like.
Okay. Yeah, so she is like she drinks it. I think I got 7 back.
Nice. Kahu, if you want to give me a
and-
athletics roll.
Zachary, are you alright?
Yeah, I think so.
That's magic, really. Thank you. And oh my gosh, I think Precarious has not traveled this road before.
12.
Stay on
Nice.
the road. Stay on the road.
Takes you a
Nothing
couple
bad will
minutes,
happen.
but you're able to slowly use your spear and kind of get the cart back up on its side, or like upright.
I like slowly put the potion back to Zach because I feel like he has blood all over him and stuff.
No, I'm okay. You take it.
And she just like casts. She'll cast healing word on him.
Okay.
They both heal each other.
6.
Yep, I'm fine.
He doesn't want to heal himself in Left 4 Dead. He doesn't want to heal himself in Faith United. But yeah, you guys start getting healed. The blood kind of still soaking your clothes a little bit. And you guys see off in the distance the airship, smaller now, but seem to go up above the tree line and start heading away. And you hear Liara, oh my goodness, I'm late. Oh my gosh, I'm so late. He's gonna kill me. Guys, I have to get going. I'm so sorry. And she runs over to the cart.
Get in the cart,
No, it's fine.
Liara.
It's fine. I gotta get going. And she just starts grabbing the cart and starts running back up towards the other way. She goes, I'm so sorry.
I'm
Thank
just
you guys
gonna
for your help. I'll
grab-
talk to you later.
I'm gonna grab Liara and throw her in the cart,
Get off.
and then
me.
I'm gonna grab the cart and
No,
I'm
I
gonna
can-
start walking
I
it
can-
back.
Stop it. And she's pushing you off good.
You're limping. Lay back.
Fine. I just took
We-
a healing potion. Fine.
Mike,
My job.
how far have we come, walked, before we encountered her?
It's a good 22 minutes. You guys are on the cusp of the city already.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Okay. Alright. I don't know how everybody else feels, but maybe we should go back from now and try again, or should we continue? Ooh.
Stop
It's
it.
also getting dark out.
No, stop. Don't. You don't need to protect me. Don't change what you guys were doing. I appreciate it. I'm fine. It's usually not this
Liara.
dangerous.
Liara, correct?
Yeah? What's your name,
came out-
muscle
we-
man?
We came out here for you. This is what we were doing.
Oh,
My name is Kahurangi.
What? They thought I couldn't handle this on my own? I could have fought all of them off single-handedly. And she kind of
They were worried because
Squints
the
under
fish
one
hadn't
leg.
gotten back yet, and they were curious as to what had happened.
And had we waited much longer, you would have been single-handed.
I would have been
So-
fine. Whoever you are. I'm looking you over.
And Mekai, we're here to
Oh.
participate in the Centaurium.
Wow. Wait, Mekai? Oh, I
No,
mean,
yes.
cool. Okay, and you see a real quick demeanor change in her as she's kind of looking at all of you guys in a really different light now, all of a sudden.
Insight check!
Give me a roll. Riot roll. Insight check.
That's fair.
That's a natural 1!
She's weird. She's a spunky little girl that just seems to have many different things. She's probably reacting to the silvering or something. Not sure. She's just kind of
Okay.
looking at all of you though, and I'm fine. Please, I don't want to get in trouble. I just yeah.
Do you know us?
I mean,
We're walking and talking.
Yeah,
you're
we're-
pulling the cart. Stop it. Fine, thank you. Just don't let anyone see you're helping me. She kind of
We can change out when we turn the last corner.
Okay, cool. Deal. She goes, anyways, no, I mean, I don't know you guys. You guys have heard of y'all, but, I haven't, we just met. What are you crazy? I mean, you guys are the new representatives of the Centaurium, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So
By
we've been
default.
told.
That's really cool. And she just kind of like seems to be looking over each of you in like awe now.
As we're walking, I'll take, because I kind of had like a long vest thing on, so I'm just gonna take, because I ripped that for Anais, so I'm just gonna take that and rip it up more and hand some to Zach and make Anais and clean up blood a little bit here.
Nice.
I'm cleaning up. I'm using some to clean up some wolf blood that's like on my knuckles and stuff. To punch this
Yeah,
wolf to death.
it's always really good to look presentable to like that. Visitor headmaster's here too. Just saying.
Mm.
Yeah, I work here. I've been here pretty much my whole life. So if you guys need to know anything really cool about the place, or like need me to show you around, I'm here. I'm your girl.
How often are there wolves and hawks? Not very often. If you usually traverse this
I
path.
mean, not really, but I mean, seem like they're kind of going after the fish or something. They've been a little more active lately, but we've kind of heard different words of the forest becoming dark and controlled by black pupiled beasts. It's so much fun, so cool. I mean, not, of course, if you're like, by one of them, but like, this is fine. This is normal. This is usually a safe town. It's pretty boring most of the time, unless you go hunting.
I think the fish smell is getting to your head.
You're funny.
Thank you. All right.
Anais is like cleaning herself off, but she does now that they're walking and it looks like things are calm for the moment, like half of her is like still looking around and the other half is like she like takes off her she's like kind of in the back more.
Mm-hmm.
And she like takes off her necklace and is just like staring at the stone, like very perplexed. Is there anything I can like gather from this thing now that I'm looking at it and all that stuff happened?
Looks just like normal from before. It's beautiful marbled stone that seems to be perfectly round. Almost like a swirl to the blues and the white and the sparkles inside that reminisce almost like a storm, or so you picture in it, but nothing you can pertain.
Okay.
I mean, nothing
Yeah, so
more
just,
than you
like,
did before. That one.
Yeah. Okay. She's just looking at it very closely and has a like very perplexed look on her face.
Mm-hmm.
I would also, while I'm traveling, like to think about those words, let the light shine, be my guide, if that is like a historical phrase that I've ever come across in my readings. Would that be of significance?
When you give me both a history and a religion check based on your readings and studies.
History and religion?
Yep.
Okay. So my history, I got a 23. Religion, I got a 9.
Okay. The history was to see how well you could remember something like that in your studies. You pick up that it has religious importance. Can't quite pinpoint from where, but you're assuming it has some sort of ancient way, maybe affinity relation. Not quite enough to pinpoint what it is, but at least you have like a direction. Okay, this is a religious thing, maybe. And I can continue to focus in that direction to try and pinpoint what if that has any relation to anything.
Okay.
You guys, Anais, you look up and you just see Liara.
Hi.
Oh, you guys just got here then?
Yeah.
She nods.
excited to see you guys get into it. But, you know, like, and everyone else, you know, they're really cool. You know, everyone, like, I think, like, an airship looked like it came in earlier. That was pretty cool.
Her eyebrows
That was
kind of
impressive.
work at, like, get into it, like, in a question, but if she doesn't pick up on it, then the question will be lost.
You know, like, you know, what kind of, you know, people you become. You guys are, like, the chosen few representing your nations, your kingdoms. You guys are special, right? I mean, like, that's what
No.
everyone keeps on telling me.
She just kind of tilts her head like,
You guys are so humble. This is so cool. I really like you guys. My name's Liara again. I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys didn't tell me your names. What are your names? Meikai.
I just look at her flatly.
Anais pulls out her book and just points to the line that has been written earlier today. It says Anais.
Like a nice. That's a beautiful name. And you're
Zachary's the
representing.
really talkative one.
He's like points to the ears, and you're representing the elves then?
She kind of like gives a weird shrug.
Okay. And she looks over to you, Kaha. What?
Oh, I say, I'm Kahurangi. Rongi, sorry. And then I point and I'm like,
Tomato.
yeah, that over there, he's the real talkative one. He's hard to get quiet once you get him going.
Stop teasing him. Guys, come on. You saved my life. It looks over to you.
But I look
Zachary.
over to Zachary and I'm like, whatever you did back there, though, it helps my aim be a little more true, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Felt a little bit more guided.
You know, Lady Lexus would be pretty interested in you, Zach. Want to let you know. She seems to have.
It said, who? Lady what?
Lady Alexis Neon, the temple master you guys met that was introducing you guys in the courtyard last episode. She was soft blonde lady with a tight bun in her hair, but gold like armor or armor / ceremonial robes. She is the temple master and cleric here. Yes, cleric. Sorry, I originally had a different cleric. I merged them together. Sorry.
Okay, good to know.
And you guys are like just starting to get towards the turn towards the Centaurium. She goes, "Okay, seriously, you need to make it look like I got back on my own. I mean, like, or at least like I'm fine doing this on my own. Because
All right, I set it down, and then I'm like, okay, run in place for 30 seconds. Okay, now grab the cart and let's go.
Yeah, perfect. And she starts like running the cart and pulling it up just in front of you guys. As she goes, like kind of like turning. She's like, "This is the first time they trusted me with something on my own." And she's like pulling up to the front gate, and you guys now see someone you hadn't seen before. A large, hulking of a man that seems to have almost cracked skin, very dark complexion, almost as if he's made of stonework. A earth genasi as he walks forward, and you just hear,
About time, Liara. Let me help you with it. Did you need help? Did they help you?
No, I was actually saved them. Actually, I mean, I found them on the road. They almost died if it wasn't for me. So I'm just okay. Like I'm fine. And she just kind of.
She was quite helpful.
Yeah.
I just flicked my tail
But
like
anyways.
an angry cat.
And she goes, Garrick, just help me get him inside. And he literally picks up like the the crates of fish that were in the cart just like in one go.
All right. Arg is looking for these.
And just kind of slowly salters back in into the place, and Liara's standing there like, whoo. And she kind of walks back to you. She goes, "That was a close one. Thanks for covering for me." That's Garrick. He's the weapons master here. Probably you guys will probably train with him in the armory.
I think some of us might need some of that. Good to know.
And again, you just see this like.
Ananias.
I know, and I just looks down in shame.
Liara kind of seems to be back in one of these gazes of like awe, looking up at you, Kaho, just like, yeah.
I get feelings with my brother out of this little girl.
Very similar esque feels. Yep.
In sort of the return there, can I sneak away and walk towards the temple?
Give me a stealth roll. Everyone else can get. Well, what are your passive perceptions? Everyone else.
What should it be?
14.
10 plus your
16.
perception.
13.
14.
Everybody sees you just like starting to book it away from
I'm
the group.
walking away.
Bye.
I'll wave and I'll be like, "Thank you, Zach."
Hand as I'm walking away.
Get me out of here!
He wanted a cool, sneaky walk away. He got everybody staring at him. And...
We will go with Zachary first. Zach, you kind of continue to walk past the outside of the kind of courtyard, remembering that you could pass the garden and it would be a straight shot to the temple. Give me a perception check for me.
13 again.
13. You can hear some voices talking in the garden, and you kind of come around the corner. Are you being sneaky, or are you just kind of like walking through?
Just walking through.
Walking through. You can see Varys, the headmaster, with Lady Laeta, the other Inquisitor, and they're kind of going back and forth. And you just hear, you have to understand, it's something we have to take care. Zachary, hello. I'll let you know when I hear any word back from Arcanist. And they kind of get quiet a little bit as you walk past. Varys,
Do I sense distress from her or something? Since I know her fairly well, would I have more of a
give me an insight check.
connection? 8.
She kind of puts on her Inquisitor kind of disposition with you again. You don't really notice too much. I mean, she definitely seems concerned for your sisters and concerned with whatever she's talking to, but it doesn't seem to be alarming by any means. But Master Varys is kind of standing there. He just kind of like waits for you to continue walking on, and you eventually
keep walking.
You go past the garden and find your way heading up towards the front of the temple as you continue to walk forward through the courtyard, passing the armory on your side, and you can see your housing there. The doors are unlocked, but they're large wooden doors, kind of like 2 on each side, with large bracers, but you're able to swing it open pretty easily. And you look in, and it's quite peaceful here, and it smells of incense and almost roses. Very beautiful. There's some pews there and 6 pillars that have the different affinities wrapped around and carved in each of these pillars, different colors representing the different one. And in the middle, you see a large scone, 2 stonework pieces, and on the top, a large lit torch that is very large and glowing, illuminating this entire temple. But there's a few altars on each side, but there doesn't seem to be anyone directly here at the moment. There's a room off to the side, like a vestibule type area, but
Okay. So I'll just kind of very slowly and timidly walk up towards the light and in the front.
Beautiful. You start walking up towards it, and this fire seems to burn almost. Give me an Arcana check.
20.
20. You notice that it doesn't really seem to be a spell necessarily, but definitely arcane in nature. And you can see that whatever the source of this flame is, the stones are kind of here and very decorative. Whatever the source is comes from below the flame. It seems to come from underground. But you feel peaceful. You feel connected to your magic in a way that I haven't really felt anywhere else in New Organia. Feeling you haven't had since Celestia.
So I'll get up to the kind of where the light is, up close to it, and drop to a knee, and just kind of mutter, like quietly, "Let the light shine. Be my guide." And just kind of repeat it a couple times.
Echoes kind of in the stonework around you. Kind of sit there, and are you looking around? Are you closed eyes? Are you praying?
I'll kind of hold up my hands and just see if I see anything or feel anything with my hands.
You look up and you almost feel like the flames seem to flicker a little brighter for a second, but you look down at your hands. Are you casting anything?
No, I'm just thinking back to on the road when the flash went out.
Mm-hmm. Can I help you? And you hear a female's voice echoing.
Just thinking, you know.
You look over and you see Lady Alexis walking out from the vestibule. Seem to be curious.
Yeah. Do you know what let the light shine, be my guide might mean?
Oh, let's see. And she kind of walks around to kind of like the different pillars and markings on the wall. It's something I haven't heard in quite some time, but every time I need to put this in a new place, guys. Happened to me last time when I was trying to find it. But she kind of begins talking about, she goes, are you familiar with the lore and the symbology of the different affinities?
I mean, maybe you should just tell me again, just so I'm sure I have it.
Of course. She goes, this is the temple of the Ancient One. And she kind of points to the guys, this is every time I'll need to move my notes on this one. Did the same thing with the statues. But she points towards the fire, kind of burning bright right in front of you. She goes, that is the symbol of the Ancient One. Everything is created from it, burning brightly ever so since the beginning of time. It's actually legend that this temple was founded on the growing arcane lines of creation here. Though, and then she kind of continues turning around, pointing to the different affinities. From the Ancient One were created the different affinities. You have sun, earth, stars, sky, moon, water. But there was another, so time says, being light. And if I could just find my freaking names. Goodness gracious. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. It's in here somewhere.
Is there like a control find for something you know would be in there?
It's in a one notebook thing, but goodness gracious. Alright guys.
Does anyone want to like tap dance for entertainment while he's looking?
Pretty much. I had to find it for Bricarious, giving you guys a little information.
It's a good dances.
This lookup sponsored by water.
Right.
Everyone
Hydrate.
hydrate.
H2O,
It's important to drink your water.
the best chemical for me.
It also seems to be pretty important in this campaign because there's water on the list that Mike just gave me. So drink your water, everybody.
And
And
actually,
everybody's thirsty.
all right, since I'm
chat.
trying to find this, Mark, did you write down the names of the affinities?
Yes.
Found it. Jeez Louise, it's like in a third drop note menu here. I'm so sorry, guys. That is amazing stream content for you. All right, do a little Matt Mercer going through his Google Drive, like, oh, I have it here. Don't worry. Okay. But she's walking around to each pillar, and kind of pointing them out to you. She goes, Luna for the moon, and it's a very ornate, a darker with like bright crystals at the top. She goes to the next one. Everina for the stars, Deloy for earth, Adurna for the water, the oceans, Lotha for the sky above, and Istari for the light. Last but not least, though, and you said earlier, the light that will guide us?
I let the light shine. Be my guide.
And she goes to the last pillar and she goes, and of course, Solus. And pointing to the bottom, kind of written, and each one has different writing around it, but in Celestial, you see that line on the Sun affinity pillar. Oh, you've heard this before, yes?
Yeah.
It is a beautiful thing back in the studies. Each affinity seemed to have guided and created from the Ancient One different societies, and Solus here was the one that created the land that we now know as Celestia. Though, of course, at the time it was not floating. It was still back among the rest of the earth, joining in peace and harmony. You seem troubled.
Do you have any books about Solus?
I don't really have any books here. I'm more of the temple keeper here for religious rituals, or for lore, I guess you could say, just for continuing the healing and peace. And if you have any wounds, please come to me. But I'm sure you could find some in the archives. Archivist, as I go back to my other sheet with the names on it. Archivist Markoth, I'm sure, would be able to find something on Solus. You seem to be a studious boy. What is your name?
Zachary.
Zachary, of course. We saw you join earlier from New Organia, and she seems to have a little bit of a knowing look. But you traveled with the Queen, yes?
Yeah.
I'm surprised your interests aren't with Istari and the light, as New Organia seems to be the beacon of light for the kingdom. The last king being supposedly a chosen one of the light, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You are always welcome here, and listen and pray. You're not going to quite hear voices or anything, but the affinities are in the lands and the creatures around us, and the...
What if you do hear voices?
Meaning, like in your head?
Let the light shine. Be my guide.
You heard that. Someone say it to you?
No one I could see.
Oh. Maybe the affinities have blessed you. Maybe you have
Why?
don't know. The affinities and the Ancient One are beings and sentients themselves who have sacrificed their presence here in Organia to protect us, to give us powers to keep each other safe. And you see a little bit of a glow from her for healing. Maybe Solus has blessed you with magic.
Okay, yeah. Maybe.
You still seem
I'm gonna-
troubled about this.
No, I'm fine, and I'll just start walking out.
Give me a deception check.
That is a
NPCs can do riot rolls too.
21.
Ooh. Alright. I'll be praying for you. The doors are always welcome.
Which way is the archives?
Are you asking her or are you asking me?
I'm asking her. I mean, I think I see him on the map, but
Yeah. If you just follow past the garden up towards the tower, you won't miss it.
Okay, thanks. I'll start going that direction.
She kind of has a smile on her face as you leave. Back to the rest of our party, as Zach seems to walk off with a hand. You guys are left there as Liara and Liana and Garrick, the Earth Genasi. And why don't you guys give me all history checks?
Yeah. Oh. 8.
21.
That is a Kaharanga would be perfect for this one to have.
12.
12. Meikai, you have no clue what these people are. You've never seen a Genasi before. It's obviously elemental in form. Kaharangi, you've heard of the Genasi as children of the Ancient One, blessed with the affinities to that used to be a lot more common when the avatars roamed the earth, but are very rare now. It was almost legendary, kind of like the dwarves, like almost a race that has died off, maybe. Anais, you've heard of Genasi through your father, but this is like your first time experiencing one. You're picking up on the rock form and almost like a rumble of rocks as Garrick moves, and the hair floating of Liara almost as if she's underwater, and it's like always perspiring on her skin. Zach, actually give me a history check too.
Zach?
Yeah, you were pretty distracted, but I'll give you one with disadvantage.
Okay.
You were interacting with the Genasi too, so.
8.
You've heard of them.
Kills me.
Yeah, you've heard of them in your studies, but you haven't picked up on the fact that maybe these are Genasi themselves. So, a little bit of player knowledge, a little bit of character knowledge there for you. So, what are you guys doing as you are left in the courtyard? The afternoon is starting to hit a dusk a little bit. You could probably make it back to Rosewood and back just near nighttime if you want. You could go inside. What are your characters up to?
I think I'm
I'm
gonna go to
looking-
the training fields. I'll invite anybody to follow if they want, but I'm gonna head that way.
I'm looking annoyed at first. My tail's flicking back and forth. And I'm just thinking for a moment and I'll look at Anais. How are you feeling?
She just like nods, like gives a nod, like, and she just kind of motions like there's no wounds or anything. She's still like uncertainly holding this potion that Zach gave her in her hand though, like she has no idea what to do with this thing. But she kind of looks between both of you and like puts the health potion on the ground to get out her notebook. And she writes you both are really skilled with weapons. Do you fight often? And shows them.
I mean, I've been traveling around for a few years, so you pick up on things. But I did do a lot of training growing up as a child.
I grew up being trained in the art of death to protect my village.
So Anais is one of those people that she does not hide her emotions. So when you say the art of death, like her eyes like zero in on you. Like...
Fight or flight, fight or flight.
No, it's more like intensity, like interest. Not fear, actually. So she nods and like takes the notebook back, and she writes, I only know how to kill small animals. And then she writes, if there's anything you have to teach me, please teach me, because I obviously don't know what I'm doing. And I like show it back to them.
Yeah, I can show you some of the basic unarmed motions to the bloodstains things.
I'm going to pick up your spear and hold mine up next to it and be like, we need to get you a better one. And make sure you know how to use it.
Yeah, she nods enthusiastically.
And I'll motion to the dagger that's kind of like situated. It's like on my back, like horizontally. Or, I mean, there's other weapons too. It seems like you are partial to the spear, though.
She nods and then she writes, I made it myself. I know it's not very good.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. You did really good back there. I'm very impressed with the magic.
She like nods and like kind of like touches her necklace.
I want to see if I can read into like how much of a survivor Anais is. Like, I want to see if I insight that out of the fact of her talking about like making the spear, being interested in what's going on right now, and
like a child of the streets versus like
some
like
sheltered person. Yeah,
I have some knowledge, right? Of like how I've seen her react.
Either a survival check or insight check to be able to pick up on it.
Yeah, I probably didn't pick anything up. That's okay. 10.
10. Yeah, it's a little hard to read. It was kind of hard to pick up on that kind of in one battle and the small little interactions you've had so far.
Oh, that's fine.
Are you guys walking and talking, or?
Yeah, as Kahu was kind of making his way. I
Yeah.
would have liked to visit the town, but maybe tomorrow.
I have a feeling we'll have plenty of time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was hoping for some more pillows.
She buys like 20 pillows and takes them back.
I had a whole list I wrote out.
I'm sure I could get you some.
Yeah, Dice looks over too, like, what?
There's more pillows in my room than I'd ever use.
Oh.
Just take mine.
Yeah, take you up on that. I mean, as long as you don't need them, you're a big man.
I've slept most of my life on cots and on dirt. I'll be okay.
It's about this time that
What's
you guys are walking through the garden. No one else is in there, but like as you're like walking and talking, you see Zachary just walking the opposite direction.
I just like watch him.
Zachary goes like this.
He has like a book, just.
Yeah, do you say anything, Zach, or you're just walking?
I mean,
I'll
I'm
wait.
not hiding from them, but I'm just gonna like walk past them to these guys.
He seems pretty focused, walking past through the gardens, and you guys are kind of like crisscrossing as he's going down towards the archives. You guys are going up towards the training armory. But yeah, you guys are able to make it there, still chatting. The armory is pretty empty. There's no one really here manning it at the moment, but it's wooden like planks, almost like built as like a decking around the side, up like about a foot, and then it's like a whole bunch of sand in the middle, and you can see some of the sand is stained with blood. There's some burn marks. There's like there's a broken statue in the far corner. Like obviously whoever's here has a lot of fun. But there are weapons on any kind that you would look for, decently made. They don't seem to be like the finest craftsmen, but they're definitely functional. Up on the wall, just kind of all hanging. There's multiple copies of each one available to grab, and you can see at the back end it opens up into a courtyard with almost like carved targets on the wall for like archers.
Are there like weapons on the racks? Any training weapons or anything?
Yep, there's definitely anything you can find. There's like wooden stick training weapons. There's actual real like ones that seem to be blunted so they don't hurt as much, but then on the other side it's like shiny, like that can cut through you type weapon. So definitely have a big variation.
Are there katanas, or are they like more like other swords from the other places, in the other regions?
I wouldn't say there's specifically a katana that resembles an Osaka's version, but you could find.
But I mean, style-wise,
you could find a short sword or rapier here that'd be similar in function to a katana, just not in look.
I'll just stick with what I have.
I'll walk up to the rack and wave Anais over,
I like
and I'll just start like
slowly walk up behind him.
Going through the spears with her and try to get her to pick one out. At least a training spear for now.
Yeah.
I'll grab my own training spear. I'll look over at Meikai and be like, "Do you want one as well?"
Sure.
I'll grab the spear and I'll toss it over to Meikai.
Dexterity
Catch it.
saving throw.
Ah!
She failed.
18 plus something.
Oh, okay, good.
You twirl it around you. It's all fancy like.
Yeah.
You throw into an ice.
Well, he was showing me which ones. Which one
I'm trying
is?
to find which ones like fit best for her.
Yeah,
there's
which
definitely
one
sizes and good balanced
is the
ones. And
best one?
go give me investigation to find one that calls out to you.
Okay.
I am helping her with this.
Advantage.
Advantage. Oh, I rolled a nat 20 on the first one.
Nat 20!
Nat 20!
So yeah, these are
that's
all like
23.
spears that have like wooden points to one end. But as you keep on looking down, there's a shorter one that has a point on one end, but on the other end a hook to it, like more of a glaive versus a spear that kind of is calling out to you. It looks a little bit more it's weighted on both sides, a little shorter.
Yeah, she's like, so like there's like the row of spears, and then at the end it's like this other one, and her head like swivels to it, and then she just like reaches out and takes it and is like running her hand along it and like looking at like both ends, and then she just like nods to Kahu like, this one.
Just smile and nod back, and lead him out onto the training area. And then I want to try to take some time to do the best I can to like show you some forms
Hmm.
of using kind of the type of weapon that you're working with, that I learned growing up,
Yeah.
and trying to like walk you through the steps. And there's a period of time as I'm kind of showing you where I kind of like fall into a bit of a groove, and I kind of lose sense of everybody else around me, and I'm just I just start working up a sweat and just putting my spear through these decently graceful motions as I kind of pivot and go through the field. And it's almost like a warm-up stretch of some kind. And I'll eventually kind of just stop after a while. You know, sweating a bit. But
Yeah, both of you were at first were like be able to like keep up with him with his basic moves is like slowly waiting for you, and then all of a sudden, as he starts kind of like losing focus on teaching you and going through this like dance trance, you guys end up just sitting there watching and like not even able to keep up as he completes this and kind of comes back to. It's beautiful.
He danced for us.
Pretty good.
And Ananias, why don't you give me a either Dex or Intelligence, maybe?
Which one? Do I
Your
get a
choice.
choose?
Yeah, I like just letting people choose.
Okay, we'll do intelligence.
Okay.
10.
Yeah, you feel good about the blade and kind of holding it, and you kind of had the first step, and just quickly he kind of surpassed you with his mastery over fear and all that. You weren't able to
Yeah.
quite pick up too much more out of the first form.
Is it like it? Are there similarities I feel like I can draw between what my mom taught me for hunting and what he's doing? Are they almost so different that it's almost like clashing in some ways?
With that role, I'd say it's definitely clashing a bit, where this is more refined and
Yeah.
there's a set motion and remembrance to it, whereas yours was a very instinctual hunting, sneaky and stab type of thing. So it's a little different.
Okay. Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
So.
Sorry, that's all I ever redeemed.
So yeah. Okay. So probably near the end there, like after she clearly can't keep up, she's just sitting next to, or she's standing next to Makai, and she just kind of keeps looking over at Makai, like if she's doing anything. Now we're just watching him.
Yeah, just kind of sitting there. It looks like I want to, but I also kind of got distracted just watching him. Not in a thirsty way, guys. Calm down.
Okay.
I think I'll try to follow a little bit. When he's done,
You kind of ended up like following more into your stance and your graceful parry. It's similar in function as his, but you find your own, and it's much more of a graceful step on the wind toward type feel. Very almost ceremonial, whereas his is very powerful and like that.
Yeah, and my body extensions too, as I think at some point too, I'll kind of get lost in doing what I remember from my repetitions, and I'll have dropped the spear and then taken out my, even though it's a short dagger, but taking out the dagger that I have and kind of like going through, and my tail is kind of doing the counterbalance thing, and my feet are doing a motion. Are there like striking dummies and stuff too?
Yeah, definitely.
So
Half
I'm
of them
gonna
are
do
broken,
that.
but yeah, there's a few of them that are in decent form.
So I'll just kind of I'll tell Anais, kind of like motion her to come over, and I'll just start like doing some like hits and stuff and kicks and doing some of that, maybe like a cool backflip or two if I can, because why not? And
Just do
kind
this, Anais.
explaining some of the stuff, just like you can hit here, you know, and like uppercuts and kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
So.
Yeah, you guys
Awesome.
each kind of go through your own motions and all this, and eventually the sun was beginning to set in the sky as you guys have kind of gotten lost in these different forms and trances and gotten really into it as the light around that is lighting up this room also goes from a bright to like a dimmed glow, and you can hear a bell kind of ringing off in the distance, and you kind of get a sense of this is kind of like teetering towards the end of the day, sort of like things are kind of quieting down sort of feel to it. But yeah, we'll jump back over to Zachary real quick. Zachary, you're heading to the archive. It's an old wooden building, kind of seemingly with windows on the outside, and you can see the path going up towards a tower that has many floors. It's almost like 4 or 5 different floors going up. And it has the different symbols of the affinities on it, but you're able to walk into the archive. It's open, and you notice just as you're going in, lights are a little bit more faded here, a little bit easier for reading. There's some candles, even if for people who prefer candlelight, but it's empty. There's doesn't seem to be anybody here at the moment.
So I will just like walk up to a front counter desk or anything, see if there's any bell for assistance or anything like that.
There's you see a desk there that has some stacks of books that look like they've almost been returned, and like a sign out sheet with like different titles. It almost seems to be like a self-led library. And you kind of look around the wall, and there's it's beauty to your eyes. There are shelves and shelves upon books and scrolls, and there's even a downstairs stairway, though it seems to be locked at the moment, like a door. But there does seem to be almost like a crypt, something underneath maybe that this continues, possibly. But there's quite a few different desks in here for studying, and you can kind of go through, and everything is slightly organized with its own sort of system, but with you being new to it, it's kind of a little hard to tell right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look for like an affinity section, and then
investigation.
From there, try to find Solus stuff. Investigation.
19. All right. Yeah, you're eventually able to kind of go through, and it's history of war and some histories of the kingdoms and the lineages, but you do start getting into the arcane side and religious scrolls and stuff. And you're able to find a few that start talking about the different affinities, and as you're kind of gazing through, you are able to find 2 books. One in common that speaks of the history and connections of Solus and its influence and like the artifacts and the things that have been built up around Solus. And then you find another one in Celestial that talks a little bit more of the religious aspects of Solus.
Okay.
And you can take some time to read that over the next couple days if you want to digest it.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to go to the checkout area and check out these books.
He's a good boy.
And take them back
we'll let
to my
everyone know
room.
where they are.
He's just
to read.
and mine.
Sure. Yeah. Yep, you're able to write that and kind of start walking back towards the room. You see the dining hall is open, and you can kind of hear a little bell ringing just to let people know that food is available if need. And
Okay, I'll swing by in there and grab like hand food to go, and then take it to my room.
sure, yeah, definitely. There
He's
seems
like
to
making
be
sure none of us are there.
there's like a section of enough food that you can grab stuff, and you head on back towards your room. What about the rest of you guys? What are you guys doing as the night's sort of wrapping up?
I definitely get hungry.
Yeah, I definitely get hungry too. I mean, burn a lot of calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys heading to the dining area?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'll stop after a while. I wanted to make sure that I explained a couple things to Anais. I don't know if that's gonna help, but
I mean, yeah,
it's
she was
like-
definitely paying attention, like very.
I went a little
focused.
slower than Kahu.
Yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
I was training for a bit.
Yeah.
My own rhythm.
I am not complaining. It was beautiful.
He got in the zone.
You kind of get the
Yeah.
feel that for Anais, it's probably going to take, and for all of you, just continued practice. So this doesn't seem to be a day skill to pick up right away, especially with a 10.
What?
You got a 10.
Just kidding.
But do all three of
I
you
can't
guys?
be an expert warrior in
I'm
2 hours.
sorry.
That's not
Level
fair.
1, we'll give it to you. But yeah, do you guys head back to the dining area? All three of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back
Yeah.
with food.
Okay. You're just
I'll
about.
Say
still
redundant.
extend the invitation to Anais and be like,
To
"Do
what?
you want to go eat with us again? It might be a little less awkward this time."
She nods and she looks like. Is there like any signs talking about weapons borrowing? Like, can she take it? She looks between the racks and the weapon and the racks and the weapon, and then she just like has both of them in her hands now.
There's like a.
And
You
it
could,
looks like
in
she's-
different racks, there's a few weapons missing. You don't get the feeling like there's.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she takes it with her, and she is also keeping her spear,
Yeah.
and she's just holding them both. And it looks like she's gonna walk out with them.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch my own fish.
I think you're good.
But the three of you guys end up walking back through the garden, and just as you're turning the corner towards the dining area, you see Zachary with $2 in his hand and some food, just walking the other way from you guys.
We wave again. Oh, what, Marky?
Uh-oh, I think you're on mute.
My back was to you. I didn't see you.
But yes, you guys are able to get some food for the rest of the night. Narg is quite happy that he has fish to give to everyone, and you do see a few other people here. Ricarius and some of the staff are not here, but there are a few. You see a Triton boy sitting down eating, and a which one? And a younger boy kind of sitting across from him. A nice, probably looking a little younger than you, maybe 15, 16, who's sitting there eating. But they eventually leave as well and walk back towards the residences. And as the lights are kind of fading, you guys are able to eat and awkwardly chat a little bit as well. But you guys eventually find your way back to the residences as well. And
I would go find Bardicdice. I would probably go to the tower.
okay.
So.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, as the rest of you guys go off to the residence, sorry, I'm just trying to keep it ending before 10. But yeah.
Oh, sure.
No,
Yeah.
you're good. But you head your way up to the tower, and kind of walking out of the archives. He goes, nice, good. But what is that on you? Why is there blood? They kind of like rushing up towards you.
That's right.
Are you okay? What happened?
Oh, she like looks down, and she signs wolves and hawks.
Oh, okay. Well, occasionally, maybe there's a few things on the path that attack. I'm so sorry. You okay? And you seem very the dad out of him and the caring
Mm-hmm.
sense of him come back.
Yeah, she signs. I'm fine. Are you sure all of this is as safe as you said? Because you said this was safe and it wasn't safe.
I'm so sorry, dear. I promise it's not normally anything dangerous like that. Seemed to be odd that seemed to be a little bit more frequent lately than not, but I'll be sure to alert Garen to let everyone know maybe we can get a little bit more on staff and make sure not to send anyone on their own and have some escorts. So sorry. It's normally safe here. I promise I would have never sent you if I thought there was any danger that could have come to you.
She just nods and says, and signs, it's okay. I think I need to be better anyway. And she like gives like a nod to like this giant glaive she's holding.
Oh my. Oh, well. You found the armory, young one. Well, and he kind of looking around, he goes, "It is what you're here to do, right?"
She just nods very solemnly.
Death.
You have plenty of time over the next year to increase your skill. Not all gonna happen in one day.
Yeah, she looks like her shoulders slump a little bit.
Maybe.
But she points to her necklace and she signs something happens.
What do you mean?
And then she just points to this again. And then she signs, what is this?
Well, that's the cat's eye that... You saw the rocks that I had earlier, the different arcane focuses. That's one of the special ones that your father discovered from the mountains and the Elvish Plains. It's music.
I know, it's like,
Do
what was it?
you found the cat's eye?
It starts erupting in electricity.
Yeah.
So she signs what's special about it. What makes it special?
I've found that it is quite susceptible to conducive to arcane spells. A lot of times you can use it to replace components. Why? Did it react in some way to you?
She nods and she just kind of like
Flashbacks
sits
of
and like,
electricity. and
yeah,
thunder.
like what? And she's it looks like her eyes are kind of darting around like she's thinking about something, and then she signs I could focus the storm like I told you about more. I fried a bird.
Whoa. My. Well, at least you're able to defend yourself. You seem thinking over this and just kind of trying to... How about this? Why don't you come find me tomorrow or sometime this week? Maybe we can sit and study and experiment your powers and how it associates with this. I have not come across a person with your sort of sets of abilities before, let's put it that way. This is kind of new to me.
She signs no one?
Not directly.
So, yeah.
Not
she
the way you're
just-
explaining it, at least.
So, yeah, so she just says, or she signs, I'll come by tomorrow then. What time?
Whenever you want. I'll be studying here and probably splitting my time here and greeting the rest of the representatives who are arriving.
She signs, do I have to sleep down there?
No, not tonight. If you want to sleep up here, I can arrange a second bed. Though you will have to eventually. It'd be odd to be favored up here, and we're not trying to point out any discovery of who you are and my relation to you.
Yeah, so she just nods and says, she signs just tonight then. I'll try to be braver tomorrow.
Don't worry. We'll get through it. Come, let's go. And he kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and guides you up the tower. And I think that is where we're going to end it tonight. Everyone. You guys survived your first combat and got to explore the Centaurium a little bit. So
Yeah!
continue to get into it and explore some of these strange things that are happening to you guys and explore what other things might be on the horizon awaiting our chosen four. So If you guys liked what you saw tonight, definitely consider following all of our socials. If you're watching this on YouTube, we record this live every Thursday, 6:30 EST on twitch.tv/Bardicdice. So we'd love to have you join us. We have fun in the chat. Everyone was going and having a fun time today. So thank you guys so much. We're going to end the stream, but we do have a friend of the stream that I'm going to raid. So bear with us here, and I'm going to go ahead and send this over to you as soon as I end the stream. So have a great night, everybody.